Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you guys come on in, hit the like button, We're going to talk about the Miami Hurricanes. Miami Hurricanes football team basically went out there to Georgia Tech, of course, Atlanta. Beat the brakes off Georgia Tech. Of course, you guys know 35-14. Yes, we won 35-14. Um, says your mic is muted. Hold on. Let me see. Go to peace. Oh, I see. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, perfect. All right. Alrighty. So every once in the blue moon, I don't know why my mic like the default back to I guess whatever the default's supposed to be. But if you guys can hear me now, okay, perfect. I see much better in the chat. Perfect. Okay. So apparently we beat the brakes off Georgia Tech, the Miami Hurricanes football. Let me go ahead and say that so the YouTube algorithm can pick that up. You know, we're talking about the Miami Hurricanes football. Okay, so we got my guy here, C Dog. Currently at 980 subscribers. Basically like 20 subscribers away from possibly being monetized. So you guys make sure you go over there, subscribe to his channel. You know, if you like college football, trash talking and all that good stuff. I think he's a part of the trash talking, community. So, go help him get to 1,000 subs, it'll help or whatever. So, C Dog here. The day of the game, he decided to put out a video basically calling out my Miami Hurricanes. He's a Georgia Tech fan. Now, I know there's not that many of them, especially on YouTube. So, when you run across them, you gotta keep them at arm's length. Every time we play them, a little trash talk back and forth, a little good conversation. So, C Dog here decided yesterday before the game to make a video. Now, as you guys can see on the screen, sucks to be you. My picture with the clown stuff on it, basically. Now, me personally, I didn't make a video on Georgia Tech this week. I think we had bigger fish to fry. I think we had, just came off a loss to Florida State. Right now, we weren't about being bowl eligible. We know we had to beat Georgia Tech or whatever. We was worrying about who's going to be the quarterback. Were they going to start Jakari? Were they going to, start Jake Garcia? We was worrying about a lot of things. What kind of Miami Hurricane football team would show up yesterday? So I didn't really drop any trash talking videos on Georgia Tech. I felt like we would win the game, but at the same time, I feel like anything could have happened depending on what team showed up. So I'm happy and I'm glad we went out there. Not only did we beat them in dominant fashion from, beginning. We started out pretty good, then we slowed down a little bit, and then we picked it up again in the second half. Shout out to Cam Kitchens. 3 interceptions, one was a pick six, 99-yard return. So now I wish I would have seen this video. As you guys can see on the screen, like I said, me with the clown emojis. Now I do have that video up and ready to play. I did go ahead and play it into like 2 minutes and something into it because he was playing the music, the Kanye West, Wait Till I Get My Money Right. Basically, I'm not trying to get copyrighted for the music or whatever, this, that, and the third. See, when your channel is not monetized, you can play music all you want. They could take all the revenue and everything because guess what? You wasn't going to get paid for it anyway. So you could play music and all that kind of stuff. And the disadvantage to that, when you play music in your videos, YouTube don't promote it. So here we go, though. I do have the video queued up and ready to go. So we're gonna do a quick reaction to this. Now this is Sea Dog. Basically, you can see the title. Georgia Tech ready to embarrass Miami. This one didn't age well. Now, I must admit, I've done this plenty of time what he's doing here, taking an opponent lightly, thinking that we're supposed to dominate and then we lose. Or, the team go out there and look crappy. But let's get into it.
Finally, the day has come for Georgia Tech versus Miami, baby. And my Yellow Jackets are about to put the hurt on the U. That's what I'm talking about. I want to show this clip right now. And I want you all to think back. I'm going to take y'all back to the offseason, right? Back then, Georgia Tech, my Jackets, were picked to finish bottom in the Coastal, very last, one of the worst teams in the Power Five. That's where my Jackets were picked. And you want to know where the Miami Hurricanes were? Ranked top 15. They were going 100-0, winning the national championship, winning the ACC, winning the Coastal. And guess what? I got into an argument with our buddy Hurricane T2Y, Pinecone. And I told him, Pinecone, bet you $100 Georgia Tech beats Miami this year. Think back. It doesn't sound so crazy now, does it? Everybody knows that we're going to beat Miami right now. Everybody knows that we're beating them today. But back in the offseason, this was crazy. I mean, even listen to Pixie and Pete. It was like, C-Dog, don't do that. Everybody said it in the comment section, don't do that. Yeah, I did it. Now, you wouldn't be able to get Pinecone to freaking bet $100 on this game if you held a gun to his head. Well, maybe he is, because Pinecone and the rest of the Miami fan base are a bunch of idiots. But it seems like the majority of them have come to the terms with the fact that my Yellow Jackets are taking them down today. So it seems like most of them have come to their senses and realized this year is a complete waste for them, okay, and that they suck really bad and they're about to lose. And guess who?
Oh my God. This is so bittersweet to watch. This is so bittersweet to listen. Man, continue.
Tried to tell them, and no one wanted to listen. And I predicted Miami to go about 6-6 this offseason, and it looks like I overrated them. They're not making a bowl. Miami's not making a bowl, dude. Miami is one of the worst teams in the conference, bottom half for sure. All that talent down there in Miami, and their freaking new head coach, their shiny new head coach, Mario Cristobal. Here's a crystal ball for you. The Jackets will win. That's right. Super Mario and the gang are coming to Atlanta to catch a freaking whooping at the hands of my Jackets. And I tried to tell everybody, and I was so confident in it that I bet $100 in the offseason, back when Miami was supposed to be going 100-0. Everybody was picking them to go 10-2 and all this. What a joke. Not me. I had them about 6-6. And I overrated them. Too. Isn't that funny? And the same thing last year. I picked them to go 8-4 the year before, when they were supposed to be going. Manny Diaz's last year, when they were supposed to be going, 15-0. I picked them to go 8-4. People call me stupid, a hater, mad. Well, turns out I overrated them back then too. So this upcoming season, whatever my prediction for Miami is, it will be lower than anyone else in college football is guessing. But take my prediction and take about 2 or 3 wins off of it, and that's what Miami's record will be. They're pathetic, man. They're such a shitty team. Man.
Now, you know what's funny? You could predict Miami to go 1-11 next year. You know where that one win will come from? Georgia Tech. But let's continue.
Man. You know how much they turn the ball over? And guess who? Guess who? I want you to guess who is third ranked in the country of defense forcing turnovers. That's right. We're no joke. We're no freaking gimme game that you can just come up in here and win. Okay? My Jackets are formidable this year. And a lot of people ask, is Jeff Sims playing? Is the true freshman Zach Pyron playing quarterback for Georgia Tech today? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My guess would be Pyron because Sims has been hurt for the past 3 weeks and he hasn't been coming back. Well, I don't think it matters anyway. I'm expecting to probably see Pyron today, and we're going to beat you with Jeff Sims. We're going to beat you with Pyron. We could beat you with Gibson, okay? Miami hadn't scored a touchdown in their last 2 games, man. Miami hadn't scored a touchdown in their past 2 games.
So Miami hasn't scored a touchdown in the last 2 games, but they came into Georgia Tech and dropped 5 on them. Oh my God, this is lovely. Is this the sense of gratification? Is this what people feel when I troll and then I'm wrong? Is this the feeling? Am I getting the feeling of what people get when I troll and I'm wrong? Damn, this kind of satisfying.
Freaking embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that, dude? 9 quarters they've gone without scoring a touchdown. Okay? And my Jackets defense is it's not particularly soft, okay? We've been holding, especially shitty teams, we've been holding them to about 13 points a game. So, looks like your streak's not going to continue. It's going to continue against my Jackets because you're not going to get a touchdown against us. We're gonna, man. I'm so excited for my Jackets to just kick Miami's ass today. It's going to be amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream the game because I have to go to a wedding. So, okay, I've got this bet with Pinecone. I got everything. I got my freaking Brent Key hoodie with the cutoff sleeves, baby, because he's about to be 4-4 or 4-2 as a head coach at Georgia Tech. And I'm so freaking excited. We got over the 4-win mark last week against Virginia Tech, and we're moving on up. We're trying to get this bowl game. And Miami will be the loser team that we take care of this week in order to get to the bowl. Okay? And it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait because anybody recall back to the offseason? I made a video of teams I want to beat the most. Guess who's the number 1 team? It was Miami. I wanted to beat them the most because I heard of all the, the hype around them and everything. And obviously Georgia was number 0, but my number 1 team was Miami. And it's honestly a little bit of the shine is taken away from this game because it's so late in the year, everyone already knows that they suck. So I really kind of wish we would have got them early in the year when they all still had hope and belief that their team, before they had kind of realized how shitty their awful team actually was. Unfortunately, we're getting them late in the year in freaking November when they've already given up. So that is a bit disappointing. The team's cashed it in, the fans cashed it in, and so that takes a little bit of the shine off of it. But I'm going to take great joy in smacking down Miami today. Okay? Here, hold this real quick. I'm going to throw down the U right now. That's right. It sucks to be you. It sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. And it's good to be a Yellow Jacket. So I can't stream to get to the game today. It's going to be this turkey streaming the game today in my place, my little brother. And I'm going to turn my phone off, no notifications or anything. I'm going to watch the game for the first time either when I get home or tomorrow. And I'll upload my reactions and everything then. So Pinecone, I shouldn't even have to say this disclaimer, but if somehow Miami wins, they're not going to win, so I'm not going to have to worry about this. But if somehow that happens, okay, then I'll send you the money tomorrow. But I just don't even have to worry about that, okay? But just so you know, I'm not disappearing. I'm just going to be watching the games for the first time either tonight, late tonight, or tomorrow. So that's the deal with that. Got to go to a wedding. Nothing I can do about it. So anyway, freaking go Jackets, baby. Beat the U. And I'll see y'all next time.
All right, so there you have it. That's the before the game now. The best part is Miami won this game 35-14. Yeah, he sent the money. Here's his reaction after the game. That was his reaction. That was his post pregame or whatever. Now here's the reaction after Miami kicked their ass. Because we kicked their ass 35-14. Should have been 35-7, but late penalty, mistake in the fourth quarter could have kept them to 7, but nonetheless, here's the reaction to us whooping their butt.
I just got home from fucking wedding to watch this goddamn Georgia Tech game, dude, and we freaking lost to Rivalry. God dang it! How can we freaking lose to them, dude? They suck! They're one of the worst teams in the ACC! And we made them look like the 01 Hurricanes, dude! The freaking 85 Bears, man! I'm so sick of it!
No,
Am I not allowed to have any fun? Am I not allowed to come on here? I want to come on here and talk shit too and have fun too! God dang it! Why do we suck so bad? We had to come home and freaking... I watched the game on the way back from the wedding, and I'm furious. I cannot believe what I just seen, dude. How can we let them come in? God dang it! How can we let them come in here and beat us at home? Man, I want to have fun too. I want to come on YouTube and talk shit and have fun too, and I can't. I can't ever be happy with this football team. I need to find a new hobby. This one's not working out. Just miserable. Of course, Zach Pyron didn't have the best game. He's a true freshman. Gets all the way down. Our offense was playing good. Gets all the way down to the red zone, throws an interception twice on 2 scoring drives. That's the game right there. Man. So that's what happened. And then apparently he gets hurt. So he put Zach Gibson in. The worst quarterback I've ever seen. Zach Gibson. Oh, I'm going to lose it if I have to watch Zach Gibson play again, dude. He's the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Dang it, dude. Lost to the shittiest Miami team you've ever seen, dude, at home. God. I don't even know what to say.
Yeesh.
I don't even know what to say, man.
You don't have to say what you did. I already know.
I'm so pissed. Why can't we have nice things?
Cry me
Why
a
can't
river.
we just have a little success?
Oh, cry me a river.
Jeff Sims goes down. Our freaking season goes on the
You
toilet.
don't have to say
Zach Pyron
what
comes
you
up,
did.
plays great.
I already know.
I mean, he makes some freshman mistakes that pretty much cost us the game. But, once Zach Gibson comes in, 0% chance of winning. 0% chance. And I just don't.
Cry me a river.
Our season's over. Any hopes? No bowl game. Nothing. We're done. So.
Cry me a river.
Ding dong.
Cry,
I'm just
cry
freaking
me a
got home
river.
from
Oh,
the tech game.
you don't have to say
And we freaking
what you did.
lost.
I already know. I already know. Oh man. So trolling gone wrong. Man, this man obviously thought that Georgia Tech was gonna beat Miami. A lot of Miami fans thought so too. But just like him, y'all was wrong. Y'all was wrong. Now I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't had no doubts, because I did too. But ultimately, I picked Miami to beat Georgia Tech. We did. They surprised me the way they beat them. Can't lie about that. But I gotta tell you, I loved it. I loved every single bit of it. Ja'Cory Brown went out there, first start in his hometown, home state, Georgia, beat Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech at home. Threw three touchdowns. Three touchdowns. The other one, actually one to Mallory, one to Kobe Young, um, and the other one to Skinner. Jalen Knight ran for one, and Cam Kitchens take one back to the house, 99 yards. 5 touchdowns accounted for. Why do I say that? Because according to Dog here, Miami hasn't scored a touchdown in 2 games, so they was gonna beat us. Damn, we just went in there and dropped 5 on them. That's tough. That's tough. So from what I'm seeing in that game, Miami played pretty decent on defense, pretty well, much better than we've seen all year on the offensive side. The thing I see with Ja'Cory Brown, he's mobile, very mobile. Ran the ball a lot, a lot. If we could keep him healthy, then we basically got what Florida State got, a running back at quarterback. We got what the Gators got, a running back at quarterback. Now all we have to do is work on Ja'Cory Brown's accuracy. As long as he could get the ball to the receivers, which he did pretty well. If we can improve upon that, then we got us a mobile, dual threat quarterback moving forward. What does that mean for Jake Garcia? What does that mean for Tyler Van Dyke? The future will tell. Right now, I don't have the answer for you. I just hope that this is not just a one-game thing, because let's be real, we've seen this in the past. Quarterbacks have came in, look good for the first game or two, and then we're back to juggling quarterbacks again. So I can't prejudge this thing and tell you how good Ja'Cory is going to be. A lot of teams are going to have film on him now. A lot of teams are going to start prepping for a dual threat quarterback the same way you would prep for having spies on him, basically. But what it does is it gives our offense another dynamic. So I like it. I like what I seen yesterday. It is what it is. Moving forward, hopefully, he sustained, this type of play moving forward and improve upon it too. On the defensive side, Cam Kitchens, of course, can't forget about Cam. He made sure you didn't forget about him yesterday. 3 interceptions. 1 took him back to the house. 99 yards. Yesterday, we saw the Miami Hurricanes play with passion. They put up a fight the whole game. Now, I must say, on certain occasions, but I'm not going to highlight it, the tackling on some of the occasions was sloppy, but nonetheless, they got it done. Defensively, especially when, Georgia Tech got down towards the red zone, the defense stepped it up. So, I'm satisfied with the performance yesterday. I'm satisfied. Obviously, our issue on defense, to me, if you ask, is basically a mobile quarterback. At certain points, Georgia Tech quarterback took off yesterday. Not a lot, but at some points, and we kind of saw where the defense needed to work. Also, I think not to call out anybody, but to say a name, Corey Corey Flagg. You need to work on the tackling. You need to work on his angles because yeah. Anyways, but yesterday was amazing. It was amazing to watch. It was nice to see. Cynthia says 101-yard touchdown. T2Y correct. No, it was 99. It was 99. He caught it at the 1 yard line. If you go back and watch the replay, he caught that pick off at the 1 yard line and he took it back 99 yards. They got it written down now as the second longest return in Miami history. They say that the number one was back in '85. I forgot who they said returned it, but it's definitely not 101. It's 99 yards. Um, Also, offensively, what I like from Jakari is not only did he ran the ball when the old line basically gave up or collapsed or he also shared the ball to different receivers. He didn't have a specific target. He didn't stare down receivers. He didn't just have Restrepo or Mallory, if you get what I'm saying. Those aren't his go-to guys as per se. You can see that he makes his reads, and if nothing's there, he takes off. So I like that, especially with an offensive line that struggles, and you guys can see that the offensive line is struggling. So for us to have a mobile quarterback that the defense have to worry about now, it's gonna start opening up the passing lanes a lot more because they can't drop back. You can't drop all those guys back because Jakari is a threat running the ball. So it's going to be interesting to watch other teams prep for him. So basically, the way they prep for Jordan Travis or the way they prep for AR-15 or AR pistol, whatever you want to call them over there in Florida, that's what you're going to start seeing moving forward with Jakari Brown from a lot of defense. Now, let's talk about Josh Gaddis's offense because I noticed that yesterday's win, putting up 35 points, offense put up 28 points, defense put up 7. So watching that offense yesterday, and I'm looking at the boards, there's no fire Josh Gaddis on the boards. There's no nobody calling for his job, nobody talking trash about the offense. What happened? It's the same offense he's been calling all year. What happened? Anyways, not gonna go into that, but I am gonna put the link in the chat. You guys can come on in, weigh in on Miami versus Georgia Tech, and then we're gonna go into the rest of college football. As you guys know, a lot happened yesterday. A lot happened. Some major upsets. Let's just say Vanderbilt got an SEC win yesterday. Their first SEC win. The losing streak was at 26. They snapped the 26 SEC losing streak yesterday. So there's a lot to talk about today. Putting the link in the chat right now. Like I said, we can talk about this Miami Hurricane versus Georgia Tech. Y'all give your thoughts and opinions, and then we'll go into the rest of college football. Games that played out yesterday. Link is in the chat. All right, let's go on over to ESPN. Let's go ahead and see if they updated the AP poll. Now, if you're looking for the college football playoffs rankings, that'll be out on Tuesday. They'll do it. That'll be up, I think, Tuesday around maybe 7:30-ish. They'll put that out there. So let's go into college football yesterday. Let's look at some scores. Now, as you guys know, we go through the top 25, and then we go through the rest of the conference that's not ranked. So, like I said, links in the chat. Anybody that wants to talk about the Miami Hurricane game, basically come in and speak your piece, or basically we'll move on from it and go into the rest. But the link is in the chat. All right, let's see. Let's see if the rankings has already came out. Florida Trucker in the building. What's going on, Florida Trucker? Um, Miss Ellen, how you doing? How you doing? All right. So AP poll is out. The AP poll is out. Now Georgia is still at number one. Go figure. The top four doesn't change. All the teams in the top four are 10-0. 10-0. Kings football talk. What's going on with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up? You hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, man? I just gotta say, man, Cam Kitchens showed out. He showed, not only did he show out in the play, but if you paid attention to him on the field, he was being a leader. Like he was actually being a leader. He was talking to them boys, communicating. It looked real good. I gotta give it to Wesley Basaint. Feel like he still need a little bit more work on, but he did what he had to do. The whole defense pretty much like stepped up for me. I like how DJ Ivy and Tyree Stevenson, they covered them boys well like they were supposed to. And we actually had safety help. They had safeties in the back. It looked good. Like, I don't know the defense. They need to play that shit. We should have been playing like that all year. And then with the offense, man, Ja'Cory Brown just brings a whole nother dynamic and different look when it comes down to that offense, man. Just like you said, even when the offensive line break down, he's able to move that feet and make plays. Like, I like that play when he scrambled out of the
Hold on real quick. Henry Lee said nobody wants to talk about that garbage. Henry Lee, y'all finally won 7 games since 2017. Let's not talk about garbage. Florida State hasn't had a winning season until now. We in 2022. Since 2017, y'all don't know what a winning season looked like. Florida State fans forgot about yesterday. Today they finally won 7 games. They finally have a winning season. If Mike Norvell lose the rest of the games, even the bowl game, he will finish with 7 wins and it'll be a winning season. Congratulations. But let's not act like Florida State is any world beaters. Look, Florida State is actually on Twitter calling out Georgia right now. They on Twitter talking about they want Georgia.
Oh, they sleep on that. Yeah.
After beating this puny Syracuse team. After beating
y'all feeling yourself too much.
After beating a rebuilding Miami team. They're calling out Georgia. If you play Georgia tomorrow, Georgia will beat y'all 93-0.
Yeah, y'all ain't scoring in that game.
93-0.
Y'all ain't scoring in that game. No.
Anyway, go back to the Miami.
Yeah, but like I was saying, man, Ja'Cory Brown, I like that one play when we was back like third and something, like long or something like that. And we was back with the end zone behind us. And I like how the offensive line broke down. He was able to scramble out to the right, and he delivered that right to Frank Lasson for the first down, man. I just like his decision making. Yes, he needs to work on his accuracy, but as far as like, do he got the arm for us to have a quarterback? Yeah, he has the arm. He's like, man, it's just, I want to see more of Ja'Cory Brown. I wouldn't say start him if the other ones are ready and healthy, because we do got other quarterbacks. But TBD, I feel like going to be out for the rest of the year. But Jake Garcia, if he can get himself together, come back out there and show something. But I feel like Ja'Cory Brown, man, I don't know now. I wasn't like a big Ja'Cory Brown fan. I paid attention to him, everything. But after watching him yesterday, man, it's like, it's kind of like, I ain't trying to, jump the gun and say, oh, he's the future of our school. But hey, man, he has the potential to be that future of our school. That's how I'm gonna say it. And I just love the way that Miami played, the energy that they gave. The people playing their positions, not trying to be a hero, just play your position. They did that. I just love that. I just love everything that happened yesterday, man. I'm not gonna lie. I almost cried when the clock hit 0 and it was 35-14, man. I felt so good, man.
Yeah, I seen the complete performance to a certain degree yesterday. So I'm pretty good with the win. I'm glad we beat them.
Yeah.
Like I said, it could have been 35-7, but hey, it is what it is. You know that last 7 points don't hurt us.
Yeah, that didn't hurt us.
All right, so like I was saying though, the top 4 teams stayed the same. They're all 10-0. Obviously, you know, going into the whole playoff situation, there's 2 more games left. There's 2 more games left for these teams. Obviously, Ohio State and Michigan play each other on the last game of the season, so one of them going to take each other out. So it's going to be interesting. And if you look at the rest of the Big Ten on the other side of the division, man, it's messy. It's messy. It's like 4 teams with a 4-3 record in conference.
Yeah. That's right there. Yeah. But Ohio State played Michigan, so we're gonna see how that turn out. Because one of them gonna be knocked out of the top 4.
Also, guys, I'm sick as hell. I'm trying to, make it through these shows, do these videos for you guys. So please do me the hugest favor, and it's 100% free. Hit the like button. Please and thank you. It's that thumbs up button. Trust me, it goes a long way. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in, that's in the comment section. The people that subscribe to the channel, people that's not subscribed to the channel, that's deciding whether or not they want to. Appreciate y'all. If you want to donate to the channel, as you can see on the screen, scrolling at the bottom, there's the Cash App and the PayPal. And you guys could also hit the super chat in the chat if you want to. No pressure though. That's how you support the channel financially. Also, we have right beside the subscribe button, there's a join button. You can subscribe to the channel for a small monthly fee. There's perks that come along with that. But yeah, the rest of college football AP poll, as you guys can see, Cynthia, it says device not connected. So you gotta allow mic and camera. Once you allow it, you could then turn the camera off if you don't want to be on camera. But you gotta at least allow it first. Once you allow it, then it gives you the option to turn the camera off. That's if you want to, but you have to allow it. Right now, it's not letting me bring you on. So if you want to click the link again, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. You have to allow mic and camera. When you click the link, you have to allow mic and camera. Once you do that, it'll let you in the back room, and then you could turn your camera off. But you gotta at least allow it first. All right. So LSU and Tennessee, obviously they won yesterday. Tennessee put up 66 points, while LSU barely escaped with a win. USC, they put up 55. They won their game convincingly. Alabama won. Clemson won 31-16, I think, against who they play? Louisville. They beat Louisville, and then Utah won. Penn State won. Oregon got beat by Washington. Upset by Washington.
Yep.
North Carolina sitting at 9-1. 9-1.
I thought they were going to lose. They came back in that one. I thought they were going to lose.
Yeah.
CJ, what's going on with you?
As always.
Ole Miss lost. Got upset by Alabama, of course.
Upset?
Yeah, upset. They was ranked higher, so Alabama was the favorite, but still, I call it an upset.
No, I wanted Ole Miss to win. But
let's be real. I call it an upset because I want Peanut to be upset. But anyway, UCLA lost. UCF currently better than Florida State because right now they're ranked better than them and they got a better record than them. They 8-2. So Florida State trying to say that they're the best in the state. No, you're not. UCF better than you. Notre Dame won barely. They beat Navy. I watched that game.
Yeah, that was a close game.
Kansas State, they won. And Florida State, of course, they beat up on a poor little Syracuse. Tulane got beat by UCF. Tulane was ranked 17 going into that. Cincinnati, they won. Coastal Carolina, and the rest of those, whatever. So Said, welcome back. Welcome back. The name change, Hurricane T2Y. Hit the like button, go Canes. Yeah, appreciate that. It's great not to be a Seminoles. It's great not to be Seminole T2Y. I ain't gonna lie. My name felt dirty last week. feel like you went into a barnyard and just as soon as you opened the door, you got down on the ground, lay down flat, and just rolled around the whole barn.
Rolled around in the stank.
Yeah, and let's just say the barn was not cleaned yet.
Yeah.
I feel like my name was scorned.
As much as I hate to say it, you brought that one on yourself, though.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Now, let's talk about them games, man, because a lot happened yesterday. Let's talk about these games, these scores. Of course, we always start with the top 25. Before we get into it, though, Bergie, you want to say anything about the Miami versus Georgia Tech game?
I'm just glad we won. You know, it's nice to get that stank off us. It's nice that we scored some touchdowns. You know, we needed a little bit of goodwill after what happened with the Florida State game. So I'm happy. And, you know, let's just temper our expectations. Let's not go overboard with, we're this, we're that. Just we got Clemson next week. Let's see what happens.
Bergie, is it too late to say? Is it too early to say this?
Go ahead.
We're gonna beat the brakes off Clemson.
I'm not, if you want to go there, man, you can go there. I'm not going there. So that's all I'm saying.
They say I'm delusional anyway, so I might as well act the part.
Yeah, man, if you want to do it to it, do it to it.
Man, the verdict is out on that game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think we winning that. Whether it's DJ that's playing or it's what's that, Klubnik? I don't think we win that.
Klubnik, whatever the hell his name is.
Now, what I want to see is a fight. I want to see a fight.
That's what I want to see. I just want to see us compete, man.
All I'm gonna say is let's not let Clemson score 45. I'm tired of 45.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
But I just want to see a fight. Now, let's just say miracles happen because sometimes they do.
Yep.
Let's just say we beat Clemson.
Yep.
You can't tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing.
I'll tell you this. If we do beat Clemson and Ja'Cory's our quarterback, he's never coming off the field. And I mean next season. He will never come off the field. So
Yep, that'll be our quarterback.
Yep.
If we beat Clemson, listen, Clemson fans, T2Y is going to be unbearable. I'm going to be unbearable.
You're unbearable right now.
Nothing. If we beat y'all, it's F all y'all championships, F 2016 and 18. F everything that y'all have accomplished if we beat y'all this week. Man. But anyways, USC, they had business against Colorado, 55-17. Convincingly on Friday. Georgia, speaking of 45, they dropped 45 on Mississippi State, beat them 45-19.
They are rolling so hard.
Georgia is
they are.
Is Georgia is scary.
Yeah, Georgia doing their thing.
We're week 10 and you just figured out Georgia's scary?
Georgia is scary.
No, for real, they are. They really are.
Yeah, Georgia
is scary, man.
They dominate in every field they step on.
Yep.
They dominate in every field.
They just crushing people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think it's too early to say that they repeat now.
I think they will. I'm not like
they repeat. Before. I believe they'll repeat. The way that they're playing this year, I believe they repeat.
Defending national champions, undefeated. I see no reason why not to pick them to do it again.
Yeah, they'll do it again.
Yeah, Georgia's on a roll. CJ Kane's 87. What's going on, boss?
Man, just chilling.
Man, what you thought about the game yesterday?
I was actually at the game.
Nice.
What's the experience? Give us full detail.
Well, I mean, as far as visual wise, it's on my channel, but actually looking at the game when they first came out, Arroyo wasn't on the sideline, but he was in the stands right in front of me. Him and his dad was in front of me when everybody was talking to him and stuff like that. He'll be back next season, healthy. But when they came out, I just saw a different team than what I seen before. Like they were really tuned in. And Scape came over, that Arroyo and everything, said, "Hey, look, we got you." What made me see that they was gonna win that game was when I seen Brewster didn't wait on the linebacker blitz to come up the middle. He went towards the linebacker and picked up the blitz. So normally Rooster wait on the linebacker to come in or the rush to come in and pretty much knock him off. But he picked that up in the offensive line attack on the left side. I think number 74.
Cooper?
Nah, Cooper was number 73.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you talking about Campbell Jr.
Yeah, he picked up.
All right.
Yeah,
he picked up the outside blitz, and normally they had a problem picking up blitz on the outside. So when I seen them start picking those up, and I was like, yeah, they really tuned in. And another thing I saw was Kitchens at the beginning of the game when they first got on first drive. He was baiting the quarterback. He would leave the right side because he knew that ball was coming to number 8. He would bait that right side, go inside for a little bit, and then he'll drop back out. And that's how he came out with that first pick because he started baiting them. So I was like, yo, Kitchens locked in for real tonight. James definitely would have had a pick the first quarter as well if the quarterback didn't throw it all the way outside because he had jumped that route. But they was really locked in. I'm talking about Ed Reed came over there. Lonzo, he came over there. Like we actually shook hands with everybody.
Nice.
It was they was locked in all game. When I tell you they was locked in the offensive line when they did blocking drills before the game, I'm talking about them pads were clicking. I'm talking about it was clicking.
Hey, can we give a hand clap to Will Mallory for blocking?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Will Mallory actually was blocking in this game, man. He was blocking.
But it was definitely a different energy. I'm talking about all the Hurricane fans. It was there. I'm talking about the section was just loaded, full of Hurricanes over there.
Yeah, when I was watching it on the TV, it looked like they said it was more Hurricane fans than GT.
Yeah,
when I was watching it, you could hear them when we were on defense. You can hear the crowd screaming "defense, defense." I was like, "What?" You could really hear them saying that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because they allowed you to drink beer too in the stadium now this year. Because before you couldn't drink alcohol either.
So that makes a difference.
You know what was fun for me? It was fun for me to watch the opposite of what happened to us last week. It was fun watching the Georgia Tech fans leave.
Yeah. It felt good. Oh, man, this win feels so good, man.
Right,
Like I said, we'll take it. But next week's a whole different animal. So
definitely.
Yeah, but it helps out because we coming in with a win, so it's like our boys will still be amped. So hopefully we get that fight.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying it won't, but I'm just saying it's a big step up in talent from Georgia Tech to Clemson. I mean,
yeah, I know that.
A lot of the things that work today might not work next week, and I don't want people saying, "Oh, but it's still going to be the same team out there trying to do the same things." It's just when you deal with different talent, different results happen.
Yep.
So I just know in that game, man, I feel like our offensive line really needs to step up for that because that defensive line is that Clemson defensive line is serious.
The whole team needs to be clicking. Ja'Curry needs to be playing out of his mind because he really needs to show that he wants this to be his team. So
we got an echo. So I don't know where it's coming from, but we got an echo.
Is that me again? If that's me again, let me know. I'll switch my headphones because I don't got nothing on in my house.
Yeah, I don't hear it no more.
It's not me then.
Yeah, I'm talking now.
So,
Hello?
Teacher, are you there?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Oh, man. I thought I got blanked out for a second.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Henry Lee talking about?
I don't pay attention to that dude. He just trolls too hard.
Miami. We focus on warm-ups. What they got to do with that? What are we talking about?
Because CJ, when he was in here, he was talking about how it looked different in the warm-ups and all that, but it's like, it still don't matter, man.
We talk about practice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What did Henry Lee expect from us, though?
Nothing.
That's why you can't let Florida State win.
Yeah.
Well, it's done and over with. So
Just because they won, they get to talk dumb, stupid, retarded, and all of that.
Bad trolling. That we get the bad trolling.
it's all right. But look at it this way: they're all here doing it on the Miami Hurricanes channel, so they can troll all they want. And they're just pumping your view count. So take it.
They're trolling me.
You could say trolling, you could say helping. It depends on your perspective and how you want to look at it. I say they're helping.
Yeah. Yeah, but continue to troll Henry Lee. Y'all finally beat Miami in a dominating fashion. So I guess, I guess you finally have a winning season. So I guess.
That was a long time ago. I don't remember that game. I know we just won on Saturday. That's what I'm focused on.
Who's
Yeah,
Florida,
that's what I'm saying.
Who's Florida State? Who else does Florida State has other than Florida?
Left, I don't think anything really important.
They got Florida left.
Yeah,
But I don't know who else. Who they got this week before Florida?
I have no idea.
No, hold on. Let me see. I'm
I'm sitting here folding laundry right now, so I don't know.
I actually want them pool nose to win against Florida.
they play the Raging Cajun.
Oh, so they should be able to finish with 9 wins.
Florida State? They're set. What are they? 6-3 or 7-3?
They're 7-3.
Okay.
Finish. They should be able to finish with 9 wins. Now, if they
I know the Florida game's going to be a tough game.
If they lose to Florida, then they'll be able to finish with 8 wins because they'll beat the Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, they should win that game.
Anyway, let's stop talking about those that team up north that is basically in their winning season is still irrelevant. Ohio State, they handle business 56-14 against Indiana.
Yeah, they're rolling too.
10-0. 10-0. Speaking of 10-0, Michigan, they rolled on Nebraska.
Yep.
34-3.
Nebraska has fallen so hard, man.
Yeah, they have.
Now, obviously, game of the week yesterday was TCU versus Texas. TCU prevailed. They won 17-10.
Yep.
17-10. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Texas was actually a 4-point favorite in that one, if I'm not mistaken. So they not only did they win, they covered the spread.
Yeah, I had watched that
TCU.
game.
They control their own destiny at this moment.
As long as they stay undefeated, they're in.
Yeah, if they stay undefeated and win their conference championship, they'll be going to the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, talk to you.
So you'll definitely have if they win out, you'll definitely have a TCU team that has never been in the playoff to reach the playoff for the first time.
Correct.
Hey, well, that's
Missouri,
Michigan and Ohio State now. And so
Michigan and Ohio State. See, here's what's going to happen. If Michigan and Ohio State, if they end up having like a really close game, both those teams are still going to make it in the playoff. I believe that. But but TCU will still be in it. It's Tennessee and whoever else is it, Tennessee and LSU that'll probably get left out pending LSU beats Georgia.
Nah, I'm gonna say this, Bergie. Let's agree to disagree.
All right.
I don't see if Ohio State loses to Michigan, their season is not. They're not going to the playoffs because if you look at their strength of schedule, it's already ass.
They're 2-3 right now. I don't know how you keep them out if number 2 loses to 3 or 3 loses to 2. It could happen. I'm not saying it won't, but
if you look at the body of work that Ohio State has this year, the competition that they've played, it's nobody.
Mm.
So their claim to the playoffs is actually going undefeated.
All right.
And Michigan, their schedule is pretty much almost the same as Ohio State. They haven't really played anybody, so if they don't win out,
They're ranked 2 and 3 right now. If they have a close game, I don't see how either one of them. If one blows out the other, then yeah, I can see the other one falling out. But if it's a really close game, I don't see it.
Look at Michigan's schedule. The only ranked team they played is Penn State. Everybody else is pure trash. They played Colorado State, Hawaii, UConn. They beat all of those teams. And then the rest of the teams that's in their conference that they played is pretty much trash.
Yeah, hey, Bergie, how I feel. Hey, Bergie.
They play Illinois next. Guess what? Illinois got upset yesterday. Illinois is not ranked anymore. So now the only team that they got that ranked is Penn State and Ohio State. So their strength of schedule compared to all the other teams is nothing.
All right.
So their best bet is to win all those games. Now let's take a look at Ohio State the same way. It's that typical who have you played?
Well, they're ranked 2 and 3, so obviously the pollsters think that they've done enough thus far to be ranked that high.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah,
games.
but
Now, if you
Bergie,
look
I
at
ain't gonna lie, man.
Ohio State is a little bit stronger because they beat Notre Dame when they was ranked, but that's week 1. We know it's not the same Notre Dame team. Everything else on here, Arkansas State, that's trash. Toledo's trash. The rest of these wins are trash. Next matchup is Maryland. We just saw Maryland get whooped. What is it? Like 28-0, 30-0?
Yeah, they got whooped.
So their only next matchup is Michigan. So their strength of schedule is trash.
All right.
So a loss.
I ain't gonna lie though, Bergie.
A loss is gonna end for one of those two.
Yeah, what we saying?
I'm saying to agree with TTY. No, to agree with TTY, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like if one of them lose, they'll be knocked out. One of them will be knocked out.
It's very possible that they would. I just my thing is that they're ranked 2 and 3 right now. That's hard to overlook. You can talk about all their strength of schedule, this and that. Right now, they're ranked number 2 and number 3, and they're gonna, it's gonna be tough to keep them both out.
But check this out. You got a Tennessee team that beat an Alabama team that's sitting up there. They actually did stuff on their schedule. So if one of them wins, I believe Tennessee one of them gonna knock out to move Tennessee up.
They could. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just, it's hard to knock a 2 versus 3 matchup, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we still got a lot of football left.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I agree with that. Like if Tennessee is sitting there and they actually had a better schedule than both of them, and one of them lose, then one of them come out and Tennessee moves up. All Tennessee got to do is wait for the Michigan Ohio State game.
Who does Tennessee have left?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Actually, Tennessee actually put up 66 yesterday on.
Yeah, they did. They freaking stomped, man.
I said they would on offense.
Woo, they went freaking ballistic.
I said they offense would be scoring.
See, Tennessee even has a better resume
schedule
when it comes down to it versus because if you look at it, they beat Kentucky, which Kentucky look terrible now. They beat Alabama. They beat an LSU team that's ranked in the top 10 now. They beat Florida. They beat a ranked at the time Pitt. So they got a resume.
Yeah, they do.
They got South Carolina and Vanderbilt. So it's a cakewalk at the end of the season for them.
Oh, so that's what so they got every chance to go undefeated the rest of the way. Yeah.
So they're not losing the last 2 games.
Yeah, they win these next 2, and they'll just sit and wait and see, what
Michigan and Ohio State do. Yep. They're just going to be waiting on Michigan and Ohio State.
And on top of that, the LSU thing. Well, can LSU actually beat Georgia, which I don't think they will. So Georgia will end up winning the NCC championship. Tennessee would basically probably slide in there somewhere, depending on how USC finish their season. Because if USC wins that Pac-12 championship with 1 loss, they going in over Tennessee.
Maybe.
Most likely. TCU, they wins out, they're in. So you'll have a Georgia winning the NCC championship. They already occupied the number 1 spot. TCU wins out. They'll occupy. Let's just throw them at number 3 because Ohio State or Michigan will be number 2. One of those 2. So you got the 3 spots already. Well, USC or will it be Tennessee or somebody else slide in there at the 4th spot. That's how it's looking right now until further notice. If somebody else, lose or upset happen,
Right.
Now,
That's what I'm saying. We got to see how it plays out.
Now, speaking of upset, let's transition into this Oregon versus Washington game where basically Washington wins 37-34. Now, if you watch this game towards the end, you will say Oregon is the dumbest team on earth. At your own 35-yard line with 1 minute and something to go, 4th and 1, you decide to run the ball, go for it, don't get it, give them the ball right there at your own 35-yard line. All they have, with the score tied at 34, by the way, all they have to do now is get in field goal range and kick it and win, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision.
Dan Lennon, you are the donkey of the day.
Well, okay, but then there's the other side. If he makes it, then what? So it's like, you got to look at it both ways. If he makes the play and they keep the possession and they're able to move down, then, he looks like a genius.
The funny thing is, from the moment they started this play, it had no chance. Why? As soon as he handed the ball off to the running back, you know what he did? He slipped and fell.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help. That'll put a little bit of a wrinkle on things.
Hey, do they still do that show? Come on, man.
Oh, Michael Irvin and them on ESPN. I haven't seen him do. No, because Michael Irvin went to NFL Network, if I'm correct.
All right, so I got a special guest on here for you guys. I got the one and only C-Dog.
Okay.
Oh, he's on there. All right.
The Georgia Tech fan.
What's up, C-Dog? What up?
I hate to say I told you so. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Man, how you feeling now, man?
It feels like shit. What do you want me to say? You just bring me on here to laugh at me?
No, man, don't say that. Go on.
Man, now, the video before the game, man, you had me convinced that Georgia Tech was going to win.
I know. Every Miami fan thought that Georgia Tech was going to win. Listen, y'all, besides us just sucking, y'all played a good game. Y'all didn't turn the ball over at all. You only had like 2 penalties. I mean, it's not like.
Who was our safety that caught them 3 interceptions?
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, that's what cost the game. We had Pyron throw those 2 interceptions that could have been scores, And then once he broke his collarbone and he's out for the year. Unbelievable, man.
Oh, wow.
And so once he went down and we had to bring in Zach Gibson, the backup, there was no way we were going to win, dude. He's the one that lost to Virginia. He went 7 straight 3-and-outs in the Virginia game. And
what
I've ever seen.
So ultimately, what made you think that Georgia Tech was going to beat Miami?
Because they're a better team.
Y'all are a better team. I'm not convinced. I got 35 reasons why I'm not convinced.
I just told you. You guys been turning the ball over all year, getting all kind of penalties, and you didn't do that this game.
Look, hold on, let me say, when you got 2 bad teams that are playing each other, someone's going to come out looking good. I mean, that's the way it is.
You know what tickled me the most? When you said Miami hasn't scored a touchdown in 2 games, and then we dropped 5 on you guys.
Yeah. Well, look, okay, let's not get too carried away. I mean, a lot of those touchdowns were garbage time. But
the fact that it was garbage time so early is even more insane.
Well,
let's not forget we gave you guys 7 points in garbage time.
Like one of them was a 90-yard pick six, and it's like,
but that was only one.
Okay, the other one was when we were trying to win and we turned it over on our own 20-yard line. It's fine. I would get blown out because we were trying to, it was like a few minutes to go in the game, and it was 4th down in our own territory. And instead of punting it and losing by not getting blown out,
we went for it and to try to win and turned it over in our own territory and allowed, that pretty much was the game right there. But Jeff Collins would have, punted and then tried to lose by as little as possible. So at least Brent Key tried to win it. I don't know. It was
let me ask you this. Obviously, your last game of the season is against Georgia. You're a rational fan. You know that's a L. Who's your next game?
North Carolina.
Oh, that's an L. So basically, you'll end 4-8. You're not making a bowl game.
Yeah.
Let's just say you did.
Pretty much getting a new coach.
Let's just say you did beat Miami yesterday. That would make you guys 5-5.
Yeah.
Next would be North Carolina and Georgia. Do you think you guys would have still made a bowl game?
Possibly against North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina barely beat Virginia, so anything's possible. But I don't know. We would need Jeff Sims to come back, but I think he's quit. I don't think he's I hate to say it, but I think Jeff Sims has quit and he's not coming back, and he's going to enter the transfer portal at the end of the year. So we could have beat them with him, or maybe if we got lucky with Zach Byram, but yeah, we can't win a game with Gibson. He's the worst quarterback.
Let me ask you this. Of course, you guys are looking for a head coach. Who would you want, and who's the candidates that you think?
Of all of the candidates that are realistic, like obviously I want Deion Sanders, but of all the ones that are realistic, I want Jamie Chadwell. No, Coastal Carolina is 9-1 right now.
When you said Deion Sanders, all the Florida State fans in the chat almost lost their mind.
I do. I want Deion Sanders. That would be awesome. He would recruit really well. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think Auburn fans want him too, and Nebraska fans also.
I can't see him going to Nebraska. No way.
Auburn should hire Matt Rule.
I hope he stay right where he at JSU.
Auburn should hire Matt Rule.
All right, well, I don't know if you want to stick around. We're going through basically all the games yesterday.
Nah, I got a lot of background noise. I got people and stuff here, so I just wanted to say what's up. You can laugh at me, whatever.
Nah, man, nobody's laughing at you, bro. It's all good.
All right, there you go. One more laugh at him.
Nah.
All right, C-Dog.
He was manned up. He manned up and came on the show. That's a good deal, man. He's a stand-up dude, man. You got to give it to him.
Y'all make sure you go check out C-Dog. If you watch the beginning of the stream, we reacted to the first video you made and the second one you made. So you should get some traffic coming over there. I did tell them to come subscribe to you and get you to where you need to be.
I appreciate it, Pinecone. I'm almost to 1,000, so I really appreciate it. As much as I make fun of you freaking Miami fans, you really can't.
Hold on, let me get this. Let me get the comment off the screen real quick. Let me do so. As you guys can see on the screen, right below me is C-Dog. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. Just type that in on YouTube, C-Dog. Make sure you guys go subscribe. He's a Georgia Tech fan. As you know, we need this community. We need other YouTubers that from the ACC teams. Every year it'll be fun, game time. Do some trash talking and go back and forth. So make sure you guys go subscribe to C-Dog. All righty. Appreciate you, C-Dog.
Man, YouTube have been awesome.
All right, boss. Take it easy, man.
All right, buddy. Take it easy, man.
Have a good night, man. Have a good night.
See ya.
All right.
See, he wasn't so bad, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, C-Dog's a good sport.
Hey, he showed up when they lost.
Yep, he just mad. That's all, Tell me if you put a camera on any one of us immediately after one of our losses, what do you think that video would have looked like?
See, that's one thing for us YouTubers that talk trash. We can't run. We ain't nowhere to run to.
Nah,
ain't nowhere to run to. An average fan that gets in the chat or get in the comment section, they could just disappear.
Yeah.
Us, we still got to make videos. So if I want to avoid the fact that we lost or talk about something else, the fans ain't going to allow it. They're going to be in the comment section. They're going to be in the chats. You can't run from it. You got to stand up in the paint. All right, so Washington, they got their win. LSU barely survived.
Yeah, I thought they were going to lose. I was going to be like, good, that was to end all that talk real quick, but they held up. They held on.
Hey, by Alabama winning, LSU made it to Atlanta.
So yeah, the LSU.
Well, they beat Bama, so they got the win advantage.
And they barely escaped with a win on Arkansas, but nonetheless, a win's a win. Well, unfortunately, sometimes in college football, that's not necessarily true, but nonetheless, they won. Ole Miss did everything they possibly could to lose this game, and they did.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't see it, but yeah.
I did see a couple plays that was questionable, and I still want to know why there was no calls against Alabama. But then I remember my dog Peanut telling me that Alabama buys out the referee, so I get it. I seen a play where Alabama kid actually got up off the quarterback, and then proceeded to push his head back down into the ground.
Oh, did you see that? Go ahead. Sorry, I don't cut you off. I'll say it afterward.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No, I was saying, you saw where you almost ripped that dude's head off? He grabbed the dude by the face mask or ripped his freaking helmet off, and the kid's sitting there holding his neck afterwards. Yeah, nobody threw a flag?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They did throw a flag.
They did? Okay, I must have missed it because I was out somewhere and I was watching it. And where I was watching, everybody went, yo! And I was like, holy cow!
Jackson ducked into that.
Unless it's like blatantly obvious, they will not call anything on Alabama.
Man, he came off
they almost decapitated that kid,
he came off his feet.
Like, I saw his neck snap. I went, oh, he's hurt. That was bad, man.
Yeah, that was...
Jackson Dart had me yelling at the TV, and he don't even play for my team.
Now, Miami-wise, I must say, there's a lot of drama, man. I dropped a video this morning. I'm pretty sure most of you guys seen it. It's if you go on the channel, it's called Trouble in Paradise or whatever. Basically, Miami Hurricane football player Kamari Rogers, his dad took to Twitter yesterday and basically aired out his frustration about his son not getting no playtime. Now, Kamari Rogers was possibly one of the only freshmen that didn't get no playtime in garbage time yesterday, and his father decided to, tweet at Jamil Aday, basically told him he's a piece of work, aka a piece of shit, basically.
Yeah.
Piece of work is just a nice way of saying it. Told him he's gonna pray for him and his family, and all that kind of crap. Then he's like pointing it out, making it obvious that basically, everybody played but his son. I guess he wanted to see his son play. He was there in Atlanta. So, basically he's disappointed. I also seen his mom going at it with some of the Miami Hurricane fans, her telling them, you don't have a D1 son, so you don't get to talk, so shut the F up, basically,
Yeah.
Until you produce a D1, then you can talk. So basically she got the golden stuff.
Yeah, she got you just end up hurting your kid more than helping. I mean, I understand their parents, but you got to stay out of that. Your kid's a grown man at this point. Well, a grown up at this point. You got to let him do his thing. You can't jump in like that.
No, you're right, Bergie. At this point, they're a grown man. They got to handle themselves. They got to do what they got to do. They take care of themselves now. They ain't got their parents there with them.
Every time I see something like this, it reminds me, remember years and I don't know how old a lot of y'all are, but if y'all remember years and years ago when Allen Iverson's mom ran out on the court and started yelling at the referee, and he was standing there looking at his mom like, what are you doing? I mean, you talk about embarrassing. That was ridiculously embarrassing, and his mom was known for doing some stupid shit. So,
all right, so Ole Miss lost to Alabama. Then you have Clemson. They handled business against Louisville, 31-16. Upset alert. Upset happened. UCLA got beat by Arizona. That technically eliminates UCLA from any kind of playoff talk. We had a couple teams last week that was one loss that could possibly have some say-so, but UCLA is out of the picture now.
Yeah.
Utah, they survive. I mean, survive is a small word. I mean, 42-7 against Stanford. And
I know
then
what
you
you mean. You
have
meant it's an understatement.
and then you have Penn State beating the brakes off Maryland 30-0. 30-0.
Yeah, we ready to beat them next week.
Wait, somebody clapping?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm cracking pepper in my frying pan right now. I'm making dinner, so I'm sorry. I said to myself, "Oh, that's probably loud as hell." My bad.
So Penn State handled business. Manny Diaz defense allowed 0 points. Shutout against Maryland. Against former offensive coordinator
Manny living his best life.
Dan Enos. So
Yeah, I
apparently
really wanted them to win. I was hoping Maryland would win that game so bad, but nope.
Manny
So
living his best
apparently
life.
Manny Diaz knows the ins and outs of Dan Enos' offense and how to beat it. That's
Apparently. I just think it's more James Franklin than Manny Diaz. I really think Franklin put handcuffs on him, and I don't think he's giving him full reign of that defense at all. No way. But whatever.
Man, let's be real. If LSU were to play Florida State today, LSU would beat the brakes off Florida State.
I don't know.
They would beat the brakes off Florida State.
Jordan Travis looking good.
They would roll Jordan Travis up in a ball and throw him like a bowling ball.
I don't know.
If FSU bring their roster that they got this year back for next year, they're gonna win the ACC next year.
Yeah, they're gonna be strong as hell next year.
Yeah, if they keep their players, they're gonna be nice next year.
What?
Yeah.
You said
Florida State.
In Florida State?
Yeah.
What?
T2I, you need to take the hater shades off, buddy.
Come on, bro.
So y'all saying if Florida State bring back their same team from this year, next year, they're gonna win the ACC?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna win it, but
Please get out of here. Do me a favor, please. Get
out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying, man. Shit, I'm saying.
For real.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's Florida
FSU winning the ACC is a thing of the past. It's a thing of the past. Now, FSU fans like to tell us, stop living in the past. Them winning ACC championships, that's a thing of the past. Let's not live in the past.
Okay.
Let's not live in the past. So anybody coming on here telling me that FSU is going to win the ACC championship next year,
Stop the cap.
Is Clemson and FSU in the same division?
and that's exactly why FSU ain't winning no. They ain't winning no ACC championship.
You said it's Clemson and LSU in the same FSU in the same division.
Yeah.
Next year there will be no division.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I did get rid of that shit.
So that FSU thing could go out the window right now.
Oh, it might be FSU and Clemson next
now
year.
speaking of ACC championship, North Carolina with their win yesterday, they will be going to play against Clemson in the ACC championship.
That's crazy.
North Carolina. They beat Wake Forest yesterday by 2 points, 36-34.
Drake May going to New York, man.
So, yeah, North Carolina. Matt Brown has finally made it. He's a year late, according to the people that make the expectations. But nonetheless, he's finally made it. 9-1, 6-0. This North Carolina team has been quiet. They've been very quiet, but they're moving on up.
Well, the quarterback looked like he's going to get invited to the Heisman ceremony.
Remember, I told you last week, now, Bergie, North Carolina.
I said it a few weeks ago. After when they were playing us, I said, don't be surprised if that dude gets invited to the Heisman. And people are like, no, that ain't going to happen.
I'm not talking about the Heisman. I'm saying don't be surprised if they're in that playoff talk. They're 9-1.
I don't think they'll beat. I don't know. I don't think they're good enough to beat Clemson. I think they got holes, but Clemson's a lot more complete. But again, anything could happen. So we'll see.
When Miami beat Clemson this week, North Carolina will have hope.
Yeah.
Speaking of upsets,
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so.
So number 16, North Carolina State lost to Boston College by 1 point. Upset happened.
ACC is like a mess, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because everybody's just kind of equal with each other, but it's just every week somebody's dropping to somebody that it doesn't seem like they should be dropping to.
Hired as y'all defensive coordinator.
And then
Who's
you
that?
have number
Jeff
22.
Number
22, UCF. They handle business against number 17, Tulane, 38-31.
Bro, I was telling people Central Florida was going to beat you. I tried to tell them.
Yeah, Central Florida is on the rise. They're better than Florida State.
He just can't stop, man. Jeez.
You got Kansas State here. They also
they're better than Florida State.
They handle business. Oh yeah, they're definitely better than Florida
All
State.
right, just wanted to get that in there.
They beat Baylor 31-30. I mean 31-3. I'm sorry.
That's crazy right there.
And Notre Dame barely escapes Navy, 35-32.
How does Navy always give Notre Dame a hard game?
It was like 35-3 at halftime. I'm like,
now hopefully Bergie gets all the stuff that he's trying to scrape out of the pot.
I know. I'm done. I'm trying to be quiet about it. I ain't trying to be loud, but I got to eat, man. I'm hungry.
All right. So Purdue also upset Illinois yesterday, 31-24. And then Florida State, they beat the brakes off Syracuse.
Yeah, I see.
Syracuse decided not to show up to that game.
Syracuse started out as a house of fire this season and then just died in a miserable blaze of glory.
After that Clemson loss, they just went downhill.
Yeah, they did.
It was 6-0, and then now they dropped the last 4 games.
I used to get them two teams confused. Illinois and Syracuse.
Man, that's tough. So there you go. Florida State fans don't feel too happy about Syracuse. They had lost 3 straight before y'all. It was going on a downhill anyway. Yeah, this game was so bad that at halftime it was 24-3. So
that 5-star receiver, he gonna start as a freshman.
Yeah, but the biggest upset of the weekend, Kentucky, number 24 in the country, lost to Vanderbilt.
They had no business being ranked.
24-21.
They had no business being ranked.
Vanderbilt is now 1-5 in conference. Now, this goes back even further. Vanderbilt has lost to the SEC teams consecutively 26 matchups until yesterday. 26 matchups. So there's 8 games in the conference every year. So 24, that's 3 years. Think about it. For 3 years straight, Vanderbilt has not won in the SEC matchup. 3 years. You haven't won a game in your conference. So your ceiling is 4-8 every year for the past 3 years. That's crazy.
That is.
0-8 for 3 years in conference. God damn, that's tough. And Vanderbilt, Kentucky had to be the idiot to lose to them. Why couldn't it be Florida?
Will Levis might as well come back next year.
I was hoping that Florida was the one that lose to Vanderbilt to break the streak. Why had to be? Why Kentucky? Why? Could you save this honor for Florida? Man, the material I would have for Florida on this one. Oh well. All right. Well, let's go into the rest of the conference, the matchups that happened that was not ranked, other than the ones that we've already talked about. So we'll start with we'll start in the SEC, and then we'll run through the rest of the conferences. So we talked about all of these matchups. Texas A&M loses to Auburn. Texas A&M is 3-7 right now, and they're officially will not be making a bowl game. This is a team that started at number 6 in the country. #1 recruiting class last season. 3-7 right now. Texas A&M
Terrible.
Yeah, they might as
loses
well
to
go
Auburn. Auburn, as you know right now, don't even have a head coach. Now,
Neither do Texas A&M.
I didn't watch any of the post game anything, but I wonder what Jimbo Fisher had to say about this. Auburn improved to 4-6. Texas A&M is 1-6 in conference. 1-6.
They're terrible.
1-6. That's tough. That's
Walter
tough. This
Nolan.
was a team that preseason they predicted to beat Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
This was a team that in preseason they predicted to make the playoffs. Now, if you don't believe me that they predicted them to make the playoffs, go and look up what's the black dude that's on the College Game Day show?
Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. There's in the beginning they did their prediction. He had Texas A&M,
Pitt.
Baylor,
Pitt.
a couple more, Pitt, and I think USC, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Michigan, Pitt, Texas A&M. I forgot the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he predicted Texas A&M to be in the playoff.
He's a little off.
Nah, Henry Lee's in the chat talking about extend Mario. We don't have to extend Mario. We gave him a 10-year contract. Now we would say extend Norvell, but we know y'all don't have the money, the funds, or the means to do so. So y'all shouldn't. The word extend should not be in y'all mouth as Florida State fans. There's two things y'all should never talk about: extend and money. Because we know y'all broke.
Walter
Florida State is
Nolan,
broke.
Shamar Stewart, they already transferred. I know it.
All right, so let's move from the SEC. Let's go on to the Pac-12 matchups that happened yesterday that was not ranked. Washington State, they beat Arizona State 28-14. I'm at 18. I'm sorry. 10-point win. Is it safe to say that
Nesta didn't make a damn bit of difference going over there? Yeah, we can say that.
I was trying to put it in proper terms, but
okay. All right. Well,
pretty much.
I'll cut it short for you. He ain't going to the NFL.
he told us when he hit the transfer portal to go over there that they was going to make a difference. Now, obviously, Herman got fired, and they're 3-7 right now.
I'm curious who's going to be.
So he basically abandoned Miami to go play for a shittier team in a shittier conference and look more shittier than you already did.
Well, I think those were like one of the only teams that would take him. It wasn't like everybody was rolling out the red carpet to get him.
What he could have did was stayed at Miami, put in the work, and stop.
From my understanding, Mario wanted him to go. He was one of them dudes that Mario was like, "All right, man, thank you. Here's your bag and take care."
My question is though, how did he get to that point?
Locker room presence. They met him, they talked to him, and they went, "Nope, not my guy."
And he went to Arizona State.
Yep.
Yeah, see that, Henry Lee? Yeah, we could offer 10-year contracts. We got money. We got money. Y'all ain't got no money. So y'all can't offer no 10-year contracts. Y'all could offer a 3-year, 4-year contract and a Willie Taggart stimulus program.
They said pay that dude?
Yeah, well, they paid him $20 million when he left, so that was his contract buyout.
13. Today is the 13th. In about 2 weeks, Willie Taggart bank account gonna hear a cha-ching.
Dude, he got paid.
Right. So 38-10. That's what Oregon did to Oregon State. I'm sorry, did to California. Cal beat them 38-10. 38-10. Oregon State improved to 7-3, while Cal is 3-7. That's the Pac-12. Let's go on into the Big Ten. This is unranked matchups in the Big Ten. Michigan State, they beat Rutgers 27-21. Michigan State is 5-5 right now, looking for another win to be bowl eligible. While Rutgers, basically, they're looking for 2 more wins, and they could be bowl eligible. Iowa beats Wisconsin 24-10. Iowa improved to 6-4, being bowl eligible, and Wisconsin is 5-5, looking for another win to be bowl eligible.
Somebody gonna poach their defensive coordinator.
Minnesota beats Northwestern 31-3, improving to 7-3, while Northwestern is basically 1-9 on an 8-game losing streak.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Won their first week against Nebraska in Finland, and after that, everything went downhill. 8 straight losses. They're 1-6 in the Big Ten. That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave the Big Ten. Goes to the let's go to the Big 12. Matchups that wasn't ranked in the Big 12. West Virginia upsets Oklahoma. West Virginia improves to 4-6 on the season with a 23-20 win over Oklahoma. Oklahoma is sitting at 5-5, looking for another win to be bowl eligible in the first year of Brett Venables. And you have West Virginia looking for 2 wins. The next two games in their season, if they win that, they'll be bowl eligible, which I doubt. Iowa State loses to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State improved to 7-3, while Iowa State is looking for 2 more wins to be bowl eligible at 4-6. They lost 20-14. Kansas, of course, they're bowl eligible. They're 6-4. Texas Tech beat them 43-28, improving to 5-5. With 2 more games, they're looking for 1 more win to be bowl eligible. So Kansas State obviously started out pretty strong, the basketball school, and yeah, they're pretty much finishing the season where everybody thought they would. That's tough. All right, let's move into the best conference in the world, the ACC. Only because Miami is it.
I'm dead.
All right, so Miami beat Georgia Tech 35-14. Obviously, what's going on?
Oh, I was going to ask, you cover Miami basketball too?
Not much, but this season I will at least attempt to cover some of them. But it all depends on how the fans react to them. If I put out basketball videos and nobody watches them, I'm not making them.
Oh, why? Because I am in your conference in that sport.
So you're an Ohio State fan in football, but let me guess, you're a Duke fan in basketball?
No, I'm a Tar Heel fan.
You're a North Carolina. See, I can't take y'all serious. I can't take y'all serious.
Wow.
What?
What?
I can't take y'all serious.
North Carolina didn't they just play the national title last year?
Yes, bro. Kansas.
Okay, let me ask you this. Where are you from?
I'm from Henderson, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, so why did you choose Ohio State over North Carolina or North Carolina State or Wake Forest or any of those teams that's around your area?
Because I started watching when Terrell Pryor was the quarterback, and I liked that dude. So I've been an Ohio State fan ever since.
What year was that?
It was like 22. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 2010 or.
How old were you at that time?
20. So I was born in I was like 8.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So that makes sense.
Ohio State for football, but you chose North Carolina for basketball.
Yeah.
Can't take y'all serious.
That don't make no sense, but okay.
Listen, every Miami Hurricane fan that's in the chat right now, that's a Duke fan, that's a North Carolina fan when it comes to basketball, but you're only a Hurricane fan in football. When it comes to basketball, I don't take y'all serious. I don't. We don't have to agree. We don't. But if you are a Miami Hurricane football fan and a North Carolina fan or a Duke fan in basketball, I can't take you serious. I would never talk basketball with you because I'm in my head automatically. I'm thinking, well, North Carolina won national championships in basketball. Duke's won national championships in basketball. You're a bandwagon basketball fan. Especially if you were born and raised in Miami and you claim to be a North Carolina fan or a Duke fan in basketball, I will not talk basketball with you. I'm sorry. I will nod my head and agree with everything you say in my head, but in the back of my mind, I'm saying to myself, this guy's full of shit.
Wow,
He's a bandwagon. He's a bandwagon fan. I'm sorry, but anyway, but basically, I will do some basketball videos, but it all depends on the reactions. If I put them out and nobody watches them, I'm not making them.
Oh, wow.
Because then it'll be pointless. The point of making content is for people to watch and enjoy or whatever. So if nobody watches them and enjoy them, then I'm not making them.
Yeah, I generally don't watch college b-ball until the
March
tournament starts. Yeah,
that's normally when I make videos when it comes more relevant.
That's fine because we're gonna win it this year.
If you see me make baseball content on here, it's because of the relevance.
Baseball's tough.
I'm the kind of fan. Well, if Miami is the college that I root for them in every single sport. That's how I operate. If we playing freaking marbles, I'm gonna root for Miami.
I ain't just out here going for the best team. I am a Commanders fan.
Oh, that's sad to hear.
Yeah, see, I ain't just going out for the good teams. I am a Commanders fan.
All right, so Miami is 1 win away from bowl eligible. Next 2 games are Clemson and Pitt. I think Pitt is winnable. Clemson game, I'm being honest with you guys. It's a possibility, but I don't think it's highly possible. Basically, it's a probability, but the risk is thin to none. Duke beat Virginia Tech. Duke is 7-3, guys. 24-7. They beat Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is 2-8 right now.
Hey, TC Wild, you could tell me that Duke was going to do what they did this year, man. I would not believe it.
Now, Pitt is bowl eligible with 6 wins and 4 losses. They beat Virginia yesterday 37-7. So, boom. Now, well, since I see Henry Lee in here, I don't know what he's saying to Telemundo. I don't know who he's talking to in the chat.
Because somebody up above said nobody watches Miami football either. That's why fans got to go to Telemundo to find y'all.
That's tough. But speaking of basketball, since Henry Lee want to talk about basketball, I know as of right now, Miami is 2-0 in basketball. I know the Florida Gators, they're 2-0 in basketball. But you know who is 0-2 in basketball? The Florida State Seminoles.
I ain't watching Miami basketball since that light-skinned dude.
No way, really?
Florida State is 0-2 in basketball right now. 0-2.
I love it.
0-2. I love it. Now, I don't know how many games is in the season. I think it's like maybe 25 or 27 or something like that. How many games is in the basketball season?
It's like 30, I think, 32, something in that ballpark.
Now, if FSU could manage to go 0-32, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
That's not going to happen. They're better than that.
Nah, but we could hope and pray.
Oh, you can. I could win Lotto next Saturday.
Look at it this way. If there's 32 games in the college football season, we just got to look at this. 2 down, 30 to go. 2 down, 30 to go. All right, so Pitt handled business against Virginia. Now, let's just move on into next week matchups, obviously. We'll start with the ACC. Week 12, of course. So Miami takes on Clemson. Clemson is a 19.5-point favorite. Clemson is a 19.5-point favorite in this game. They come into this game on AP poll. They're ranked number 10 in the country. Now, I'm not quite sure if they – I'm sorry, not the AP poll. The college football poll. They're ranked number 10, but that has not been updated yet. Obviously, once they do, Clemson will be probably moved up a little bit.
They're going to be like 9 or 8.
Yeah, because some of them teams in the top 10 lost. Oregon, for instance, LSU didn't look that good against Arkansas. So we're going to see a little shift in the college football playoff rankings. But for now, Clemson is still listed at number 10. So they'll play Miami. They're a 19.5-point favorite. Over and under is at 46.5. So do you guys believe that Miami can win this game?
No.
So
It's a possibility.
I can see us winning.
Also, you guys.
I said it's a possibility.
So
Small
we don't know
chance.
what you guys think the score will be. Lenore's already weighed in. He says Miami 17, Clemson 13.
Oh my no.
Man, see, that's why you can't take bong hits and start watching a YouTube show, man.
But you know what?
Hey, but that could happen, man.
13.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
Clemson
If
gonna score 13 on Miami.
my dog says that Miami's going to win 17 or 13, I'm rolling with him. Miami going to win. Miami going to win. My score prediction is
Miami ain't even scoring 17.
Miami.
I'm glad we got Cam Kitchens back there and he's doing what he did against Georgia Tech, but we still got DJ Ivey back there. And Clemson's going to eat that man alive, dude. Come on.
Maybe not now.
I think
We're
y'all
gonna beat Clemson. We gotta score at least 50 points.
I don't think
My dog said
I believe we hold them. Hold them under 20 points. If we can hold them under 20
My
points.
My dog said 17 to 13.
Y'all gonna have a chance if y'all
win.
Will Shipley.
Yeah, we just gotta stop Will Shipley and force on what they gotta do with their quarterback.
That dude nice.
Y'all heard my dog. 17 to 13. We gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I say
All right, so
31.
Bergie, you gotta have faith, Bergie.
I got faith. I'm also, I'm also a realist.
He been realistic.
I'm just being for real. I just think we're gonna get slapped up pretty damn hard.
You can still be realistic and have faith, man.
I want to win. I said it before y'all came on. I said I want to win. I do. I want to win this game, but I just don't see it happening. That's all.
I think it's gonna be like 42-6.
Now Jeremiah Dorsett says
you gotta have some confidence.
He said Clemson 38, Miami 3. Jeremiah Dorsett, that's cap. 50 to 24, Clemson. That's tough.
Nah, I doubt that's gonna happen.
And Release says extend Super Dummy. He said extend Super Dummy Mario. Now, let me say this, Henry Lee. Before you comment something like this and call somebody a dummy, at least make sure the hashtag is there's no space in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I need
shots be taken.
He says 52 to 10, Clemson. Obviously, he's comparing us to Florida State again.
And the game is in Death Valley too, right?
Oh yeah, y'all ready?
Yeah, it's in Death Valley.
It's over.
Oh my God!
If Lenore said we winning 17 to 13, we winning 17 to 13. Goddammit. That's my score prediction. That's my score prediction. I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Only way I change my score prediction is if I move Miami score up more, like 30 to 14.
They might as well just go ahead and say a 40-game home win streak.
And we can keep Clemson's offense off of the field, man. I feel like a lot.
Y'all think y'all gonna be able to run the ball?
No. I said if we could keep the offense off the field, Clemson's offense.
Our defense ain't that good. Look, I'm glad what we did against Georgia Tech, but like I said before, when two bad teams play each other, someone's gonna look good. That doesn't make us a good team.
I never said we were a good team.
No, I'm not ragging on you. I'm not ragging on you. But I don't see us.
This man Jay Hitman is a hater. He talking about 63-0 Clemson. He's a big hater.
That might happen. That might happen.
No, that ain't gonna. I don't think it's gonna be 63-0.
Crack that head. He said 65-3. Clemson. He a hater too. Man. They obviously haters. Big haters.
Stop the cap.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Like I said, I know it's Clemson. You know, you go ahead and it's Clemson. But man, if we can step it up, man.
Jordan Bowman, the link is in the chat, Jordan. You can come in here and tell us how Clemson gonna beat us because we don't see it happening.
But coming here, they talking crazy. They think
but I agree with you. Nah, we can't score 60 on nobody. Obviously, y'all ain't scoring no 60 on us. We're gonna beat y'all 17-13, like my dog Lenore said.
I just want to know what DJ you going to next year.
Somewhere.
Let me see. What should I do if Clemson beat us?
Because Cade definitely gonna be starting next year.
But nothing. Don't take no bets. Don't do nothing. Yeah, don't
change your name.
Orange Pussycat TTY.
Clemson don't have a big enough fan base for me to even change my name.
Man, that's not.
They don't even have a big enough fan base for me to change my name.
Yes, they do.
Good.
Changing my name would only hurt my. Would only hurt my channel. See, I could get away with Seminole T2Y because there's a lot of Seminole fans that watch the channel anyway. And there's a lot of Gator fans that watch the channel, so I could use those two teams. But Clemson, there's only like 3 Tiger fans on YouTube.
Man, we stole their AD and now we beat them, man. That's tough.
Y'all heard it here first. 17-13, Miami beats Clemson. Next week, book it. Book it.
I mean, it could happen.
That 19.5 point favorite crap ain't happening. Book it. This man say T2Y smoking that good ish.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh man.
Hey, you a Kane fan or not?
Who? Who's he talking to? Me? Yeah, but I'm I'm just it's a different. I don't know. I mean, I can't even explain it no more, man.
Faith, man.
I have faith, but not in this game.
Come on.
I just said that the word faith, man. Have faith.
All
right, so I got faith.
I guess we'll move on from Miami beating Clemson. It'll happen. Book it. Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus Florida State. Louisiana Raging Cajuns, they're 5-5. This week they will be bowl eligible. Now, Florida State is at home.
I just got that.
Now Florida State is at home. They're a 23.5 favorite. The over and under is 52.5. Now, obviously, Florida State is the favorite.
If they lose, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh man, TTY
now, the last time they were favored by 23 points against a team like Louisiana, it didn't go so well. But we ain't going to talk about that.
I'm taking Louisiana for the upset.
This will
be a big surprise. This will be a big surprise.
Louisiana wins 20-17.
This will be a huge surprise for the rest of college football. But for me, I'm just gonna say I told you so.
Hey, T2I said, "Hey, they going against Louisiana. Louisiana will be bowl eligible this year." That was funny, bro.
All right, so there's lies being told in the chat. Somebody says Florida State 45-10. That's a lie.
Lies be telling.
Lenore says Louisiana 17, Florida State 13. That sounds more reasonable. See?
Is that the only score he knows? 17-13?
Hey, that's the only score.
In every game? Ohio State, Michigan, 17-13.
Oh, no, we got to whoop
Michigan. Prime numbers.
Wait, he said, what he said? He said, ain't you the dude that said y'all was beating us, Murray? Who's Murray? Oh, he's talking about Lenore's.
Oh.
All right, well,
I was thinking, I got to go ahead.
Louisiana for win, moving on. Virginia Tech takes on Liberty. Liberty is almost a 10-point favorite at home again. Well, I'm sorry, they're on the road against Virginia Tech.
I'm taking Virginia Tech.
Liberty.
take
Liberty.
Liberty is 8-2 on the season.
Liberty.
Virginia Tech is 2-8, and they
Virginia Tech's going to lose to an insurance company.
Virginia Tech gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
I'm still taking Virginia Tech.
Now here's a funny matchup: Duke versus Pitt.
I got Duke.
Is at home, and Pitt is an 8-point favorite.
I got Pitt.
Duke.
I got Duke. I'm going Duke, bro.
All right, so Jordan Bowman,
24.
Jordan Bowman in the building. He could tell us why Miami is going to beat Clemson this week.
What's up, Blue Raider T2Y? It's good to talk to you. It's been a minute.
Blue Raider T2Y.
Dang, T2Y, I didn't even know you went over.
Last time I checked, Clemson was 1 week pregnant right now from Notre Dame.
Wait, what about Golden Panther T2Y? Where was
about
that?
6 weeks from Middle Tennessee. Oh, by the way, Middle Tennessee's head coach was a quarterbacks coach at Clemson, so he
also played quarterback at Florida State, wasn't he?
Yes, he did.
That's tough. But that ain't got nothing to do with the fact that Miami's going to beat Clemson 17-13 this week, though.
Y'all couldn't score 3 on FSU.
Yeah, but we'll score 17 on y'all.
Yeah, that's the like.
We'll definitely score 17
That's
on
a
y'all.
low blow.
Tell Dabo I said count your days.
Where the 17 points coming from?
We're gonna make sure that Dabo
follow him from the Florida State win.
When we beat y'all this week, we're gonna make Dabo go out and find new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator.
Oh, he needs
all
to.
that hiring in-house shit gonna end.
Yeah,
Florida State said if we pick up half of Willie Taggart's buyout, they'll loan us 25 points.
It's funny that you talk
Matthew
about
Walker, Law Tech Bulldogs.
Isn't your DC a Clemson leftover, a Clemson reject?
Who?
Isn't your DC a Clemson reject?
Actually, no. Y'all would have kept them gladly.
No, we wouldn't have.
He raised a lot of money and made your program went from shit to pretty good.
Evan Steele?
No, he's not. He said DC, not AD. No, he said DC.
My bad.
Yeah, you threw me off there too. I was like, wait a second, what?
We could talk about the AD that didn't hire Dabo or our men's soccer coach, which are the two best coaches at the school.
Yeah, if he would have hired y'all head coach back then, y'all probably would have won earlier than Dabo did.
Leave Radakovich out of it, man. Radakovich did good things at Clemson, and hopefully he'll do some good things at Miami. That dude's all right.
He raised a lot of money, and the football program grew, but the rest of our athletics.
Yeah, you hear that, Dan Radakovich?
Our baseball program went to shit. When he fired Jack Leggett, and our baseball program went to shit.
You see that, AD Radakovich? They ungrateful.
And he kept extending Brad Brownell, and our basketball program has been missed.
You gave him 2 football championships, and now they ungrateful.
Dabo won 2 football championships.
Thanks to Radakovich providing him with all the funds that he needed.
Half of the stuff that Radakovich did was already in place before he was hired.
And he kept it going and made it even better. Give him his props.
All right.
Miami 17.
The guy we got now is doing the exact same thing Radakovich did.
Jordan Bowman.
Y'all hyped that up like it was going to be a big loss for Clemson.
Jordan Bowman.
Good.
Are you Asian by any chance?
What kind of question is that?
Because when we come to let me get this. When we come up there to Clemson and we beat the brakes off y'all, we're gonna barbecue that cat.
Oh,
so I just wanted to know if he was Asian by any chance.
Your Asian fan base.
You're thinking dogs,
whatever little it was.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cancel.
I'm suddenly ashamed to be a human being right now.
Yeah, you're thinking dogs, T2Y, but nice try though.
Wow.
No, I've actually seen videos on the internet of them actually doing that, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move on before I get canceled for real.
Meow.
So, we already went through that one. Boston College versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a
Boston College.
Notre Dame.
Boston College by 3.
Wow. calling the upset.
It's Boston College and it's Notre Dame.
I'm a root for BC because the Notre Dame fans getting they getting cocky.
Yeah, I can't go against
BC sucks, bro.
I can't go against Notre Dame after watching them get
Notre Dame is way too inconsistent.
Yeah, they don't.
But Boston College
it would not surprise me if I turn this game on and BC is like only down by like 3 points in like the third quarter. I'm gonna be honest, and it's not
even 3 points. I think they'd be up by 10.
And plus, man, bro. BC looked like they kind of found something. They beat NC State.
Who are you talking about with their freshman quarterback?
Yeah. And we're gonna bash them for losing to UConn, but UConn's a good team.
Now the real question is, will Notre Dame cover the 21?
No. I can see them doing it.
Hell no.
After watching them
Moorhead is actually not bad. I think he's better than Jerkovic, his man. After
watching them this week against Navy, beating them by 3, I'm not taking them to cover no 21 points.
Oh no, they ain't covering.
As terrible as Boston College has been, I'm still not taking them to take.
Notre Dame hasn't gotten up for a bad team all year. It seems like they play up to the good teams they play and play down to the bad ones.
All right, so we got Louisville versus NC State. Louisville at home, 5-point favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna take Louisville too.
Yeah, Louisville.
NC State. They're basically just getting by basically. Virginia is a 3.5-point favorite against Coastal Carolina at home.
I got Coastal Carolina.
I'd take Coastal on that one.
I got Coastal Carolina. I got Coastal.
And I get I get 3 in a hook. Yeah, give me Coastal.
Yeah, I got Coastal, man.
Awful.
They've
been terrible.
Coastal need to go to they need to come to
Tony Elliott is running Virginia.
They don't.
You hate to see it.
All right, so massacre alert. North Carolina versus Georgia Tech.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is a 20-point favorite.
Georgia Tech covers the spread.
I hope it wouldn't surprise me if Georgia Tech cover because North Carolina's already clinched the Coastal. That team is not used to winning.
Upset.
It wouldn't surprise me if they came out flat.
I'm going to take North Carolina to win them and win convincingly.
They're going to cover.
One of the worst Miami teams that we've seen all year just went to Georgia Tech and beat the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, but
they just lost to
Georgia
Miami.
Tech blew out North Carolina last year. I know it's a different court. Drake May is better than Sam Howell. Way better. It's actually not even that close. But it just didn't surprise me. This, their team is still inexperienced. They're not used to winning. This is the first time they've won the Coastal since 2015. So this is the first time they've won it under Mac Brown. It wouldn't surprise me if they just kind of start sleepwalk through the rest of it now that they have the division locked up.
Yeah.
All right. So North Carolina it is though. Whether they win covering the spread or not.
I think North Carolina wins. I don't know if they cover though.
No, Georgia Tech they'll beat the spread.
All right, Syracuse versus Wake Forest.
I got Syracuse.
Two teams.
I'm taking Wake Forest.
I'm taking Wake.
Wake Forest is a 10-point favorite at home. I'm taking Syracuse. After watching Syracuse lay down and spread their legs last night against Florida State, I can take it serious.
Damn.
That was ugly.
Yeah, I can't take it serious.
It's funny because they still didn't lose as bad as Miami did.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll redeem ourselves this week against Clemson.
Is it though? Right. Is it all right?
No, it's not. He's lying.
Just imagine the headlines. Miami beat the bejesus out of Clemson, making them bowl eligible.
All you can do is imagine.
That'll be the title of my video.
I mean, I think Kansas winning the national championship has better odds than that. But
yeah, imagination is a beautiful thing because even the most
somebody write that down. That's going to be the title of my video. Miami beat the bejesus out of Clemson, becoming bowl eligible.
I can't wait for the message board.
I can't wait for Tiger T2Y.
Tiger T2Y is coming soon. It's loaded.
Clemson only got like 5 fans on YouTube. I'm not changing my name for them.
And you're gonna be the 6th.
Oh yeah. He should change his name to Fluffy Orange Pussycat T2Y.
Or drunk kitty
I
cat.
like that one better. Actually.
Or shrimp fried.
Because what the
shrimp
hell is
fried
that
cat.
mascot?
That's what I'm gonna change the name of the channel to. If Clemson win, I'm gonna change it to shrimp fried cat.
Fried cat? What?
Come on.
I like Florence. I like Fluffy Orange Pussycat better.
I mean, we were talking about pussy, and then TY talks about seafood. What are we doing here?
I just ate dinner too, but shrimp sounds good right now.
Let's get out of the ACC and move into the Big 12.
The better
Obviously,
conferences.
the Week 12. So TCU, another week, another challenge. Baylor, they'll take on Baylor. They're actually a 3-point
Baylor wins.
TCU.
Now we just seen Baylor got
TCU.
blown out. We just watched Baylor
Not
get
rivalry
blown
game.
out.
That goes out the window.
How is
TCU.
Baylor? How is this only a 3-point?
It's a rivalry, T2I.
TCU's winning.
TCU blowing them out.
Can Baylor
TCU
actually
blown.
ruin TCU?
I don't think
season?
TCU gonna blow them out.
Oh, Baylor can ruin it, absolutely, but I just don't think they will.
I believe TCU win
I
by
think
2
they will.
touchdowns.
All
Dave Aranda
well,
already had that
that's
defense
going to be
playing.
one of those
He's
games to pay
scary,
attention to. Now you got Kansas State versus West Virginia.
Kansas State.
I got West
is a
Virginia.
2.5-point favorite. West
Kansas
Virginia
State.
is
I
at
got
home.
West Virginia getting a win.
West Virginia's
I got
at
West Virginia
getting a
doesn't win two big games in a row.
All right, I'm taking Kansas State to win this game. I'm taking West Virginia to stay home, no bowl.
As they should.
They can't. Yeah, West Virginia. I mean, that was a good. They beat Oklahoma. That's correct, but they're not going to.
Yeah,
They don't-
sorry, Golden
they
Blue
don't
Blue,
ever
but
follow
there will
up
be
to
no
that.
postseason for you guys.
Yeah.
Two teams that's already bowl eligible, so they ain't even got to have that conversation. Texas versus Kansas, both 6-4.
Texas does.
Kansas.
Kansas
Texas.
at home.
No,
Give me
Texas.
Kansas until
Kansas.
Texas
Texas.
beat Kansas.
Texas is a 9-point favorite.
Texas
Now,
doesn't even
Hey, I'm
deserve to
letting
be
y'all-
I
ranked.
think Texas win this game, but I would
Yeah,
love
I
to
got
see.
Texas bounce
I would
back.
love to
I
see
I got Texas
Kansas.
bouncing back.
I don't know.
Kansas.
Quinn Ewers has been ass the last few weeks.
I would love to see
Man,
Kansas.
Quinn,
win
I don't know what Quinn doing out there.
They are going to win.
You know,
Kansas is gonna
Kansas
win.
I've been going for Kansas for the last some odd weeks, man, and Kansas been disappointing me. So
you're
I'm
the
going
reason they're
Texas.
losing.
I'm taking Texas.
No,
for
I ain't really
Nothing Kansas can do from this point forward is a disappointment. They were picked to win like 2 games this year, and they're already bowl
Yeah,
over.
they already overexceed their predictions,
Yeah.
their expectations.
Kansas did great this year, man. They did great.
Texas Tech versus Iowa State. Texas Tech looking to be bowl eligible. Iowa State looking to survive.
Texas Tech is gonna be a blowout.
Iowa State is at
Texas
home,
Tech.
and they're a 3.5-point
Iowa
favorite.
State.
So
Texas Tech go to the bowl.
Iowa
They
State.
going bowling. Texas
all
Tech
right,
going bowling.
Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma is at home, and they're a 7-point favorite.
Oklahoma
Looking
State.
to be bowl eligible.
I want Oklahoma State to win just to screw over Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Beautiful pass. Touchdown pass.
Yeah,
How was this a touchdown? Yeah, I don't know how this is a touchdown. That's disrespectful to the OK State.
yeah, I don't really have no beef. I don't really have no beef with Oklahoma, so it don't matter. It don't matter who wins.
I want Brent Venables to do well, so I'll pick
All
Oklahoma.
right, let's go on over to the Big 10 this week coming up. You got Illinois versus Michigan. Michigan is a 17-point favorite.
Illinois.
I'll say take Michigan
Illinois.
and
Illinois. Illinois.
That boy said
Michigan will
Illinois.
double the
man.
spread.
Michigan winning that. Michigan gonna win that, man.
I'll take Michigan.
Michigan
I'll take Michigan, and I'll have them
spread.
cover that 17.
Yeah,
Illinois just came off a loss to. Illinois just came off a loss to Purdue, like Uncle Lou like to say.
Illinois.
Have y'all seen the Big Ten West standing? They are
Michigan blowing. Michigan winning by 3 touchdowns.
All right, so you got
Michigan will cover the over single-handedly.
Yeah, for real.
So now you got Wisconsin versus Nebraska. Wisconsin 13-point favorite.
Wisconsin.
Nebraska. Yeah, I'll just take Nebraska to lose every game this season. Purdue versus Northwestern. Purdue is a 17-point favorite.
Purdue.
Purdue.
I get Purdue. I get Purdue.
Michigan State looks to go.
Purdue.
Michigan State looks to be bowl eligible. They're playing Indiana.
Take Indiana
at home. They're 11.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan State.
To win, but I'm not taking them to cover the 11.
They're gonna cover.
Yeah, I don't take them to cover, but I take them to win. Yeah.
Ohio State versus Maryland.
Oh, that's gonna be. That's gonna be like
7.5 point favorite.
I'll take Maryland.
What?
Come on.
Ohio State.
Did you just watch? Did you just watch Maryland? Did you just watch Maryland?
So
lose 30 to 0. 30 to 0.
Bro, we
against
running. We scoring.
Who the hell is taking Maryland to beat Ohio State?
I'm sorry.
I got Ohio State. I got Ohio State. 45.
You just said Maryland. Come on.
40.
55.
I didn't say Maryland.
I can't do
I didn't say Maryland.
55-10.
I'm taking Ohio State to put up at least 50-something points in this game.
Yeah,
70-3. Ohio
State.
I
got 64-0.
I got Ohio State maybe like 50-something. Maryland maybe 13.
Yeah, they better have the cops on standby before that game. There's going to be a murder on that field.
I call it 64.
We got the best wide
64-0.
receiver in the country. We got the best wide receiver in the country.
So Penn State versus Rutgers.
Penn State rolling.
I almost want to say Rutgers for the last.
19.5 point favorite here.
Hey, I got.
There's not much to say. Penn State.
And
they'll cover.
I got Manny Diaz. I got Manny Diaz.
Oh, y'all see
Manny Diaz. Oh, yeah, I forgot Manny Diaz.
Y'all see how Manny Diaz got their defense playing?
Don't forget about.
All right, so we got Iowa versus Minnesota. Minnesota 2.5 point favorite at home.
Iowa.
I got Minnesota.
Iowa.
I got Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota on that one.
I was very unpredictable this season.
I'm gonna go Iowa because they. Oh yeah, Iowa.
All right, let's go into the Pac-12. This week you got Washington State versus Arizona. Arizona has to win the next 2 games.
I got Arizona
games to be bowl eligible.
Arizona at home.
Arizona
is at home. Washington is a 4-point favorite.
I got Arizona being a 4-point favorite.
Ooh.
I got Arizona being a 4-point favorite.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Neither one I'm casting on this game.
I don't even know.
I got
Oregon State versus Arizona State. Oregon State is a 7.5 point favorite.
Oregon
State
State
is at home.
Yeah, that seems about right. Oregon State.
Yeah, I'm going Oregon State. Yeah.
All right. 2 teams that's 3-7 with no aspiration to play.
Give me
Cal
Stanford
versus Stanford.
Give me Cal.
Give me Stanford.
Cal is a 5.5 point favorite.
Give me Stanford.
Give me Cal.
All right. So we got a matchup here between USC and UCLA.
They'll
play
USC dominating. USC dominating.
USC is only a 3-point favorite in this.
I don't know if they dominate.
UCLA.
I got USC more than a 3-point favorite. I got USC more than a 3-point favorite.
I'll take USC.
Now this matchup for USC weighs a lot heavier because if they lose this game, they basically will take themselves out of playoff contention.
Yep.
I think USC would have to come out. I think they would have to come out for this game and play their best football.
UCLA win the Pac-12.
Yeah, you're right about that, bro. What's going on with y'all tonight, man? How y'all doing?
What up, Chris?
What's good?
Finally feels good to win a game, don't it?
Yeah.
Finally feels good to win a game.
All right, so you got Colorado versus Washington.
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 Colorado is 1-9 on the season.
Go ahead and skip that one.
Who did Washington just face?
Yeah.
They faced who? Oregon?
Yeah, they beat Oregon yesterday.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody. I was half asleep when I seen it, like the like the recaps and stuff. I was like, Washington, but I can't see who that is as far as like.
All right, so basically, a lot of Miami fans I know, they're going to tune into this game. It's Utah versus Oregon. Oregon's at home, 2.5-point favorite.
Utah.
Oregon.
Obviously, last year they played Utah twice, and Mario Cristobal was coaching that team. They got the bejesus beat out of them both times.
Oregon.
So now they're going to pay attention. Both teams coming
Oregon
into
bounce
the
back
game too. So we shall see.
Or I feel like Oregon bounced back against Utah.
I might have to agree with you. I might have to agree with you. I think they get the revenge from last year.
Oregon. Now the funny thing is, before the game yesterday, Oregon quarterback Bo Nix said if they had played Georgia, it would be a total different game.
It would.
No, it would never been. No,
and then they proceed.
No, it wouldn't.
Proceed to lose to Washington.
Hear me out. It would be different. It wouldn't be 49-3. Okay, it'd be 49-10.
What? No.
I agree with him.
I don't got.
It wouldn't have been 49-3. It probably would have been 49-10,
I think
49-17. But Georgia would have still beat the bejesus out of them.
I think it would have been a little bit. I think it would have scored more. I think Oregon would have scored more points. I still think would have beat them. Just probably not as bad. But it probably would have been like 49-24. You know what I mean?
Hey Chris, if you saying Oregon gonna score 10 in that game, then I got Georgia scoring 56.
Oh,
all right. So let's go into the SEC. Trying to wrap this thing up. Austin Peay versus Alabama. Obviously, Alabama will win that. There's no betting line on it.
Austin Peay by 25.
For the first time in a long time,
If Austin
Alabama
scores
would be
14
on.
points, that's a win in my
Alabama
book.
would actually be on ESPN Plus, so they're not even going to be on regular
Yeah, no
national
one wants to
TV.
watch that crap.
Hey, what if Austin Peay beat Alabama?
Wait, Austin beat Alabama, boy?
Nah, that ain't
That'd be so funny. I know it ain't happening.
I'm gonna tell y'all
but
something.
it'd be so funny.
Trash.
Another easy matchup. East Tennessee State versus Mississippi State. There's no betting line. That's on ESPN Plus. Texas A&M versus UMass.
ETSU.
Texas A&M is a 33.5-point favorite at home against UMass. I'll take Texas A&M to win, but they probably won't cover that 33.5. Okay, here's another matchup. Vanderbilt is 4-6. Florida is 6-4.
Florida.
This game is a home game for Vanderbilt. Florida is a 14.5-point favorite. Vanderbilt just came off a win against Kentucky. Florida just came off a win against what's
The Gamecocks, the fake Gamecocks.
South Carolina Gamecocks. You got a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'm looking for batteries right now.
Well,
All right,
Berger, you stay moving.
So that I'll put Bergie on mute right now. Put in whenever you're done doing what you're doing, Bergie. Just put something in the chat and I'll take you off. So Vanderbilt versus Florida. Florida is a 14.5-point favorite. I'm gonna take Vanderbilt for the upset.
You got Bell.
Now, trust and believe me when I say I have. Trust and believe
Why you
me
make me choke?
when I say I have nothing against Florida. I have nothing against Florida. But I'm taking Vanderbilt. God damn it, Vanderbilt for two years in a row. Vanderbilt after this week, they bowl eligibility will still be alive. They will beat Florida. They will beat them convincingly. 14 and a half point favorite. It should be the other way around. Vanderbilt should be a 14 and a half point favorite in this one. Obviously, the people in Vegas don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing.
Wow.
Vanderbilt will win this game 35-14.
You're only giving them 35 points?
Yeah. I want to give them more, but I'm trying to be realistic.
I got Florida.
Taking 40-21 then.
I'm skipping that game. I ain't playing with TTY.
Wait, what was that score?
42-21. Make it 42-21.
42. See, that sounds reasonable too. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all score prediction for Florida versus Vanderbilt.
This man is a fool.
I'm taking Vandy for the win. Y'all let me know what y'all score.
I ain't messing with Florida. I ain't messing with that game with TTY.
I'm just making it on. I think Florida gonna win that game, but if they don't,
man. Oh, see, Hufflebilly Pop. I see smart man in the chat. Smart man in the chat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
He feels bad for you. He literally said it earlier. He said he was giving y'all pity comments. It's okay.
Micah Ellis, you're a week late, my guy. He said, "What up, T2Y? Win yesterday. Keep y'all head up, Miami. We'll be back." That similar T2Y shit has gone out the window, my guy.
That's right.
It's a whole new week.
You're gonna be kitty cat T2Y in a week.
OT Vanderbilt in the chat again. Florida is trash.
Why we trashing Florida? They just blew out the Cougs.
I'm unsubscribing. Damn man.
I think he's saying Florida's trash because I don't know.
Jordan been drinking. He said Florida.
Nah, he's just smart.
Florida's,
Jordan's really
Florida
smart,
beat
man.
the store brand Gamecocks.
That's a great name, Jordan.
Drinking on that bleach, baby.
Man, them baby losers gonna lose to Vanderbilt. All right, so we got Georgia versus Kentucky. Georgia's a 22.5 point favorite. Kentucky's at home at Kroger Field.
It don't matter.
Georgia's going to Kroger Field.
Georgia about to dominate that.
After watching Vanderbilt beat Kentucky, I can't pick Kentucky. I can't take Kentucky serious no more.
Nope.
Yeah,
exactly.
Take them serious no more.
Georgia winning.
That over is way too low.
Yeah, Georgia gonna win. Georgia gonna blow their ass out of the water, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna have a convincing.
The over-under line is way too low.
No, it's not. They think Georgia's going to
Georgia will score 49 points by halftime.
All right, so Auburn coming off a win against Texas A&M. They're 4-6. They're looking to stay alive and go bowl eligible.
Hey guys,
they take on Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
They're a 6.5 point favorite.
Of who?
Well, I take Auburn.
Hilltoppers by 10.
I'll take Auburn for the win.
The newest member of the.
I mean, that's a waste of money, but okay.
Classes in the chat.
Wow.
UGA is serious. Ever since they broke
serious, it was
last year. They went on a roll.
Man, Jaden Rashada he flipped to a real program. That's crazy.
Wow.
Hey, Jaden Rashada, come on and talk about.
You actually consider Florida to be a real program?
I mean,
they're not about to miss a bowl game.
Wow,
I'm about to say like this.
Ain't nobody sweating that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't sweating that.
They gave him a blue Lamborghini.
I mean,
give all the Lamborghinis you want.
I look at it like this.
What I'm hearing, and I'm gonna say allegedly, apparently, Florida came up with that NIL money.
Oh,
now,
really?
one thing I learned about Florida fans, they're pretty much afraid of Ruiz. I've read for the past couple days, they're telling each other to stop talking about Ruiz, stop pissing them off, before he ends up doubling or tripling whatever they offer in Jaden Rashada.
But he's still signed with Life Wallet, though. He's still with Life Wallet, right?
He's not with Life Wallet.
What? He
none of these kids has signed anything yet. They're not in college. In order for them
nobody
to
can
sign
sign
with
that
Ruiz, they would have to first sign their letter of intent to Miami, put pen to paper. So any NIL deal that they're promised behind the scenes or anything, I did not know anything about any of that. Allegedly,
because it don't exist.
They would have to sign to the team first before you can even offer them anything, because you can't offer high school kids nothing.
Right.
Yeah, you can't.
That is definitely against the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, did they not?
That's promised. They would have to sign to the team first, and then they could go forward with all of that.
I thought he had already done. Okay, my bad.
What I'm hearing, and I'm going to say the word allegedly, I think Florida offered him for 2 years with negotiation, $1.5 million. Allegedly. Now, Florida fans are telling their fans to stop provoking Ruiz because we know Ruiz can outbid him. So if they leave him alone, maybe he won't, outbid him for Jaden Rashada. That's what they're saying, allegedly.
I mean, to be honest with you, I just feel like that we were just a holding spot until they got their stuff together. That's what I feel. But now when you look at his letter of acceptance with his letter of intent, now he's talking about I've always wanted to play in the SEC and all this stuff. So why did you come to Miami then? If that's the case, you should have went over there to Florida.
Because he didn't think we'd be sitting at 5-5 right now.
Gators Billy better than Mario. If you check the resume on Billy and Mario, like all the guys that they went after,
Yeah, Billy's a way better
I think
coach.
Mario is like 7-2 versus Billy. So your whole troll shit is like irrelevant. Throw it in the garbage. Your trolling is like whoever just farted.
I don't know what the hell that
Sound
was.
like some dial-up
Yeah, it
internet.
sounded like somebody farted.
No.
Like, what the hell?
Somebody pulled a cord on whatever's hooked up and it made a buzz.
Yeah, we lost Chris. Damn,
No,
Chris
that's
was
probably what it
farting.
was.
Yeah, it probably was Chris.
Hey.
Yeah, Chris, farted on the show and dipped on us. That boy let that be
He
ripped
got
and
that
dipped.
explosive stuff, knocked out his internet.
I was going to say.
That boy said he farted on aisle 7 and went over to 8. Oh, my
Done
God.
launched him up to space.
Hey, but T2, I got Auburn in this game right here, though.
Yeah, I'm going to take Auburn, too. That's a no-brainer.
Auburn.
Tennessee versus South Carolina. Tennessee 21
I don't know
point
about
favorite.
that
South Carolina at home.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Lay those points. Lay those
Tennessee
points.
destroys the store brand Gamecocks.
Yeah, Tennessee offense is rolling, y'all.
Tennessee will double the spread.
And I'm gonna take Tennessee to win it convincingly. If you can lose 38-6 to the Gators, Tennessee will handle you with no problems.
55 team.
Tennessee might not even have to pass to beat the Gamecocks.
It's probably going to be enough.
How do you lose to Florida? That's still puzzling.
Green Bay just tied it against Dallas. Woo, what a game.
Oh, Green Bay did? Yeah.
Ole Miss versus Arkansas. Arkansas is looking to be bowl eligible. Ole Miss is a 3-point favorite at Arkansas.
Take Ole Miss.
Ole Miss bounce back. Ole Miss bounce back.
Ole
Miss bounce back.
Yeah, I'll take Ole Miss. They look like a way better team than Arkansas. I think Arkansas lost their quarterback, didn't they?
I think they did. I think.
All right. So Missouri finally has a matchup they could win. Missouri is 4-6. Their take on New Mexico State.
I still take New Mexico
on
State.
ESPNU, but also Alabama is on ESPN Plus. That don't make no sense.
They're at home and they're a 28-point favorite. So
I take New Mexico State.
New Mexico State.
Now I kind of gotta admit, I like the way that the SEC got their schedule set. They got all these cupcake teams towards the end of the season, so bowl eligible for some of their teams seem possible. UAB versus LSU. LSU is a 14.5-point favorite at home. UAB is
UAB doesn't
looking
have
to
Bill
go.
Clark Snake anymore. The
The
LSU
UAB is looking to be bowl eligible. They're 5-5. I'll take LSU
trash.
to
Give
win.
me LSU.
LSU.
Yeah, I
They'll
got
bounce
LSU.
back. I'll take LSU to beat them.
Harold Perkins already had like 6 sacks.
All right, so those are your top your Power 5 matchups for this week. Also, we're going to take a look at actually, we already did UCF. Let's see UCF.
American.
I told
Yeah, I don't
UCF
think
fans
They're
I was
gonna win
going to
that
put some
conference.
respect on them this year. They're doing pretty decent.
They're gonna win that conference.
Yeah.
yeah, they gonna win.
Do y'all
UCF
think
is
any of
doing
these
pretty
teams?
decent.
Everybody's been sleeping on UCF.
Y'all think any of these teams gonna call Gus up?
Somebody might.
Put some respect on UCF. UCF next matchup is against Navy. They take on Navy. I'm going to give them the win on that one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The way Navy
And
played
they
against
beating
Notre
USF.
Dame, I don't know about that one.
And they beating South Florida. I got
Yeah,
them
they
beating
Yeah.
South Florida too.
Yeah, so UCF right now is sitting at 8-2. They'll end up 10-2.
They're gonna be
They'll end
11
up 10-2. They'll definitely finish better than Florida State. All right, guys. Those are your matchups for this week and next week. Let me just go
They
on
put
over
the
to the NFL.
NFL, put the NFL
Let's
on.
go to the NFL right now. Take a look at some of these scores. Obviously, I'm a Rams fan. You know, Super Bowl champions.
Bandwagon.
Yeah, y'all are having a horrible freaking year. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, they losing to the Cardinals. Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
wow. They made a field goal.
I think they just scored a
Oh,
touchdown.
yeah, they lost. Oh, they lost.
He said, "Yeah, they lost."
Now, yeah, Chris, the link's in the chat, man. You got some explaining to do after that fart.
I mean, T2Y, it's not too late to be a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, it's not too late. T2Y.
Dolphins look good today. They look
Yeah.
Hey,
real good today.
I'm letting you know we going to the AFC Championship.
All right, so the Cowboys are tied with the Packers right now.
Hey, the Dolphins is balling. All right.
With 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 28. This one might go overtime. What else? They was in Germany. They won their game. The Bills lose
Have
to
shout out to
the
Slim Shady.
Vikings.
Boy, that was
Kevin O'Connell.
Hey, I watched that game T2Y with the Bills and the Vikings. Man, that thing was crazy.
bro. That's
At
sick,
the end.
bro. I was
And then you got the Lions that beat the Bears 31-3. Titans beat the Broncos 17-10.
Tighten up, baby.
Chiefs
Tighten up.
beat the Jaguars 27-17. The Dolphins, the Dolphins won. Dolphins
Yeah, no, it ain't no. Wait, hold on. T2Y, pause.
39-17 against the Browns.
Pause, T2Y. Pause. It ain't no wow. If we win it, that's who we score. We win it. It ain't no wow. We win it. Go Fins.
Now, normally the only ones that matter, the only one that matters is the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, you right.
See,
But I'm trying to let you know, man. Hey, I'm trying to let you know. Hey, we playoff bound. Just know that.
okay.
We playoff bound. Just know that. Huh?
39-17. Nice convincing win.
Yeah, they definitely gonna make the playoffs.
All
Yeah,
right,
man, we're going
Giants,
to the playoffs,
Giants
man.
took care of Houston. They beat them 24-16. The Giants
Who did? Who you said?
Steelers beat the say it again.
You said who played the Houston Texans?
Giants. New York.
Giants.
Hey, the Giants look good, man.
It's Brian
Texans
Daboll.
Texans are 1-7. They're done.
Brian Daboll.
The Colts beat the Raiders 25-20.
Man, the Raiders looking.
Thursday night football.
It's because Hunter
Panthers beat the
Renfro's hurt.
Falcons.
That's why.
Falcons are like one of the biggest disappointment in football. And Monday Night Football, you got the Eagles 8-0 versus the Commanders
name
4-5.
Go Commanders.
Commanders
I
are
got the Eagles. I got the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are strong, man.
Hey, I hope
Yeah,
we get
teams
whooped.
on
I'm trying to get Bryce. I hope we
teams
get.
that's on the bye week. You got Bengals, you got Patriots, you got Jets and Ravens. All right, so here you got a guy that's accusing me of being a bandwagon, Matthew Walker. T2I is just a bandwagon fan, Rams fan. Now, we could go back to, you know what? Let me do this.
Yeah, T2I. It is kind of weird to live in Florida. You're a Rams fan.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see something. Let's go to my profile. Now, let me see if they'll let me search through my profile.
Bryce Young gonna be a Commander next year.
Can you search?
I can see that.
Where is the search? How do you search
if
through
the
your
Texans
own
don't take
profile?
him first?
What are you looking
Does
for?
anybody know how you search through your own profile?
Really?
Like stuff that I've posted over the years.
Look
I've
where
done
it says
before, I just
more
don't
with the
know how to
drop
find it
down.
on here.
Go back up to the top there, and on the side there it says more. Look under where it says Tyson Graham, and you got, see if it gives you something to look through.
No, I think you just got
I'm
him.
just.
No, because I want to show him some older posts. Because we won the Super Bowl this year, but I want to take him back to my posts that's way back when I first started Facebook, which is probably like 2008 when the Rams was a shit.
Oh my!
So
is there a way to sort from like your oldest post?
That's what I'm trying to search. I'm trying to figure out how to search your posts.
They don't have a history button?
What is this? Memories. Watch. My friends.
It might be memories.
You said what?
And it might be on the memories tab.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll show something that way.
What?
Oh, so you was a Rams fan when Steven Jackson and Sam Bradford was there?
I was a Rams fan since '98.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right.
I forgot you old, cuz.
Back when the Rams were respectable when they were in St. Louis.
They had Isaac Bruce and Torrey Hall.
I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear it.
There we go. I just found out. Okay, there goes my Super Bowl champion.
I'm dead.
I feel some type of way. My cousin and them in the Super Bowl when they played in the Georgia Dome.
Don't talk. We don't talk about that.
Huh?
We don't talk. I'm a Titans fan. We don't talk about that.
Exactly. Yeah. So you understand.
Oh, you're a Titans fan.
Okay.
Tell him put Malik in.
See, okay, so there goes some posts about my Rams.
No, my cousin played for the Rams, so my second cousin is that.
That's 2019. 2018. Holy shit, my Rams 5-0. 2017, my Rams handled them Cowgirls. Great weekend for me.
Yeah.
That's in 2017. 2011.
Here we go.
Rams gonna win today. Let's go, Bradford. Ooh.
And that was it.
So 10 years later, my Rams won the Super Bowl.
6 years later, my Rams are 5. We won the game.
I'm sorry to say this, though, T2Y. You might kick me out there. But when y'all went against the daggone Patriots, that was one of the most retarded Super Bowls I ever seen in my damn life.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Wasn't it like 9-3?
Because I hate the Patriots. I hate them.
Matthew Walker, there you go. Way back in 2011.
He didn't post anything about the Rams.
Imagine cheering for Sam Bradford. Those were the days, man.
Yeah. See, after 2011, I stayed off Facebook for a long time because Instagram took over.
Yeah.
But there you got it, Matt.
That was back before the Rams became a rip-off Angelo State.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go. Kill all your bandwagon talk. I'm glad Facebook got ways that you can search your posts. Got him. Now, obviously, Matthew, he's a Gator fan, so his whole life has been miserable.
I feel sorry for him.
Let's see what they're talking about on Twitter.
What's Matthew NFL team?
So Pancake Samson, he posted like an hour ago. Big Pancake.
What are you talking about?
So maybe he's gonna drop maybe a top 10, or maybe he's just gonna commit somewhere.
He still hasn't given a date yet, right?
Which unbeaten would give number 1 Georgia the biggest test? That's a question. Which one of these 3 teams do you think would give Georgia the biggest test? Michigan, Ohio State, or TCU?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
We already seen what happened with Michigan, and that'll be a slaughter.
That is a yeah.
So everybody did take Ohio State, 62%.
Yeah.
We winning the championship.
All right, so obviously, Samson, I just told y'all, he said big news soon. Jaden Williams already texted the crib with the U sign up. You know, Jaden Wayne is one of our defensive end that's already committed.
Yes, sir.
So
waiting for him to sign, baby.
I want to know
next month.
Top linebacker grade for the weekend. West Liberty Saint, number 2 in the country this week at a 78.
Hey, West Liberty Saint balled, man. He balled out in the game this week.
All right, shout out to West. Thumbs up. Boom. Oh wow, this dude is engaging. It's the thought that count. Oh, you get it. Oh wow.
Yeah, see, I hate proposals like this.
That's a ring pop.
Like you're proposing in front of like thousands of people, man.
He said it's a ring pop.
It's a ring pop. Look, he gave her a ring pop, and she slapped him and threw juice in his face.
Good for her. That's messed up. You know you got someone with a camera standing right in your face, bro, and do that stupid shit.
Wow, did somebody really have a wedding at the Dolphins game?
Yeah,
that's man.
Good for them.
This is good
for them.
Girl, run. Girl, run.
Look
He don't
at
care
that.
about you. He really don't care about you.
How he don't care about him?
He really chose one of the worst teams in the country to
Look, the minute
have
the
you
Dolphins
married.
start losing
You
again,
sleeping? Hey, TTY, have you not seen us? Have you not seen us, TTY?
I saw y'all since 80 something. Y'all ain't been nothing.
Man, you look at us this year.
Man, that's tough right there. Now imagine y'all would have lost that game. It would
I
have been
love that
foretelling.
we went that teal.
It would have been foretelling for
We
the
weren't
future.
winning. We weren't losing that game.
Let's go Tannelau.
We possibly gonna win out.
What?
Yeah, Dolphins gonna win out.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The Dolphins been looking solid though. All trolling aside, they've been looking solid.
Yo, as long as Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Don't take my trolling on them Dolphins too serious. I actually root for y'all behind the scene.
As long as Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill stay healthy, Dolphins are going to be a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hold up. I saw.
No, sir. Not today.
I saw some white wallpaper.
Today.
No, for real. It looked like a nice shade of cream or something.
Are you sure that was paint or
I just saw a wall. I couldn't make out what exactly was on it, but I saw a wall.
The hell?
Bro,
what?
Damn.
Them supposed to be all.
I mean, sure.
Man, shout out to Jakari Brown. Quarterback rating.
Yeah, man, he's
82 and a half.
He gonna have to see Barrett Carter next week.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
Barrett Carter. Wait till Barrett Carter gets.
Man, we ain't worrying about Clemson, man.
Oh my God.
The North already told y'all we're gonna beat y'all 17-30.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is gonna lay him out.
Barry Carter looking like a first round.
Oh,
pick.
look, another basketball win for the Miami Hurricanes.
He's only a true sophomore. We
Go
got him back
Canes.
next year.
So
the
he's
Lady
balling
Kings-
on basketball.
So the Lady Canes picked up another win, convincingly, 81-46.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, how did we do in basketball?
Wow.
Oh, that's fake. Photoshop.
Okay, so the whole situation with the Kamari Rogers thing. So Gabby said, I'm of the understanding that Kamari still weighs 145 pounds and has struggled to pack on pounds since arriving in January.
That is tiny.
So that may be one of the reasons why he didn't get on the field.
My boy ain't in the weight room.
Yeah, he got to hit that weight. He do look small though.
But like, okay, so like when they
Phil doing?
don't those kids don't they have like a an unlimited eating thing? They can go eat whenever they want and all that. I mean, isn't it like required?
Access to.
Don't they have like requirements of when they have to go eat and everybody has to show up and yada yada yada? The hell is that? Somebody beating somebody up?
I swear. Well, white folks can't fight.
What the hell? What the hell is this? Whoa! He's a tombstone, buddy.
He did. Oh my! Oh, he tried.
Did he really? He really tombstone him.
Hey, bro, white folks funny, bro.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, strip club. I spent my hard-earned money on this.
Oh my.
Ooh, she crying.
She hot.
Oh, she crying. She crying.
Oh, she mad.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers was ass yesterday. He was
Bro, I was like, what is you doing? I'm like,
so horrible.
Wow.
The two hottest transfer quarterbacks look trash.
Damn, Quinn, you really disappointed her.
Yep. He fumbled.
Dang, bro. She said how mad she was like, dang, I knew I shouldn't have gave him none the night before.
I thought you usually perform after you get some.
That's tough.
No, she's like the monster. Like she sucked on that.
Don't get these people out cancer.
Yeah, this string can get shut down.
Most frustrating college football fan base. Wow, we actually made that list at number 2.
Yeah.
The most frustrating fan base.
They got Texas A&M at the top.
Damn, 3 ACC programs on here.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, they definitely bad.
So they hot,
NC
boy. They 38.
NC State. Oh, let me show y'all something. 'Cause me telling y'all won't believe it.
I know they mad about it. I know FSU fans still mad about the NC State game.
Hopefully they delete the tweet. Hopefully they did not delete the tweet. Please tell them they didn't delete the tweet. Oh, there it is right there. Give us Georgia.
Oh, I saw that.
There it is right there. FSU want Georgia. They say give us Georgia.
With Georgia State?
The reply.
What do you want, Georgia State?
FSU fans, their fan base is so delusional.
They couldn't beat Clemson, but they get Georgia. They're gonna beat Georgia.
I'll just wait till next year. I hope we play Florida State in a bowl game.
FSU said it's right there on the screen now for y'all that don't believe me. Give us Georgia.
I hope we do get it. I hope we do play Florida State in a bowl game. I hope we do.
This tweet was made at 11:03 p.m. November 12th. Give us Georgia.
Damn, that was my bad.
Whoa.
Half my freaking desk just fell over.
Fire on the other side.
No, that was my desk.
I don't know about that, bro. Hold your horses.
Yeah, that sounds kind of
Ghost Rider.
I just dropped like half the stuff I got on my desk. My bad.
Calm down a little bit.
Hey,
I
somebody
did.
said,
I was trying to move something and it didn't work.
Hey, Berg, you might need to go get a second opinion, bro.
somebody said corrections, not Georgia. Give us Bama.
And I don't even drink no more, man. Goddamn.
You gotta go get a second opinion.
Yeah,
So
for real.
This guy right here is saying basically, don't give us Georgia, give us Alabama instead.
Oh yeah, he crazy. Yeah, they crazy. Calm down
So
a bit.
They crazy, man. They on some other stuff.
Now this dude obviously been drinking. Nah, for real, I want them dogs.
He added Georgia's football. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, exactly. Hey, pump those brakes. I tell you, I don't see it happening. Oh man, love
Georgia State.
Georgia State. Oh, there you go. Somebody said it.
That's
Georgia State. Yeah, that's
Southern, Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Nah, tell Pamela to run that fade back.
Oh no!
What?
One step at a time.
Hey, listen. They're gonna get Alabama all day.
We're laughing now, but Florida State and Alabama could seriously play in a bowl this year.
Nah, this dude say pump the brakes, so we need to stay in our lane.
Exactly. Somebody not drinking.
They'll say not yet.
Yeah, them bath salt and bleach cocktails is hitting heavy, ain't it? T2 Wi-Fi.
That in the bowl game would be fine with me.
They got in the martini glass with the bath salt.
They don't even they don't even got the same record. Oh, they probably could though to get in the bowl game.
Yeah, because what's the name? 9-3, 9-2.
Stop tweeting.
Yeah. Hey, Florida State could play Alabama in the bowl game.
All right, now you gonna mess around and get your ass put money out of bounds now, Florida State.
Stop tweeting.
Ain't
nobody in Florida State trying to be all that to stay pump them brakes. Laugh out loud. Please delete this.
But we delusional. Right?
Right? Y'all will lose to Alabama too. Shit. Slow down a bit, not yet. As an FSU fan, there's time to delete this. We are good, but
no, let them go and get it.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I say keep talking.
All in all jokes aside, man, FSU, man, y'all gotta be really on some drugs thinking that y'all gonna beat Alabama or LSU.
I told you what it was, King Football Talk. It's that martini bleach. It's that bleach in that martini glass with that bath salt around the rim. Shaking, not stirring, sir. I'm telling you.
Damn, Buddy said best I can do is the Gators. Holy shit. Oh man. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see what else I got on here.
Boo the damn fool if you want to. And then when y'all get embarrassed,
Mike Norvell interview with he did an interview with Mark Ricks or whatever. Mark Ricks basically told him that he should beat the shit out the Gators.
That's good.
I don't know why it's not loaded.
And beat Florida Gators ass.
I don't know why none of these videos not loaded now, but there we go. Yeah. I'm gonna make that into a what you call it. When I get offline, I'm gonna turn that into one of those side. What's the word for it?
Yeah,
like them little video clips, like this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna have that on the channel too.
GIF.
So whenever people donate to the channel, I'll play that one. Oh, this didn't age well. Oh yeah. And tweeted that Florida and Florida State fans are always sticking their nose in Ruiz's pocket.
Wow, that looks messed up.
Of course, BB tweeted when I said that Florida State should beat the shit out of Florida. I tweeted at cristobal today hopefully everybody go like it and repost it and all that crap. But basically, I said at Cristobal, could we please wear the black neon jerseys at home against Pitt? I'll be at the game. Would love to see it. Can
Yeah,
we
go
at
like that
least?
and share that.
Yeah, because I'm tired of seeing that goddamn orange over white.
Yeah, for real. We ain't even played. I don't even think we wore green all year.
One time. We wore green over white one time.
I kind of want to see the neon jerseys. I thought they looked pretty nice. I know a lot of people ragged on them. I thought they looked cool.
Yeah, they did look cool. So
retweet that, like it, and all that stuff. Make sure Mario sees this shit.
I just wish that when you go to like one of the sites to go buy one, they would give you an option on numbers to buy. They only give you like one number to buy. I'm like, I want to pick my own number.
Hey, T2, I'm letting you know right now. I'm going to go retweet it right now.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Somebody do me.
What?
Chris, you sound like you about to transform into Megatron.
He sound like he's singing Cher song. Do you believe in love after love?
But shit, anyways, I'm gonna call it quits for the night anyway. So I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. On Wednesday will be the Florida State, Miami, and Gator show.
All right.
Talk about the matchups that's coming up. Any news that's surrounding them. I'll probably drop a video tomorrow. Miami fans reacting to us beating Georgia Tech or something. You won't catch any Fire Gaddis fans in there.
No, I probably won't.
And yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through today. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the channel with a college football fan. With all that being said, go Canes. Good night, everybody. Have a blessed day.
Have a good one. Catch y'all during the week.
Man.
Peace.
Go Canes, man. Go Canes.
One last thing. Miami is going to beat Clemson.